What's going on, Yezzy?
Not much, man. What's going on with you today?
How was your day?
My day was good. Outside of my son, my son just recently turned 14,
Yeah.
feeling himself, smelling himself.
Yeah.
He's bigger than me, taller than me, and he thinks he's better than me.
Right. When was his birthday?
It was July 27th.
July 27th. Okay.
Man, puberty is no joke.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
feel sorry for what I put my mother through, but man, this kid is giving me the run, the
Wow.
blues,
That's
like
what
I told him.
was about to say.
Yeah.
You want how your mama felt. Huh?
Ooh,
Yeah,
because I had to hem him up in the kitchen. He got pissed off at me because I made him get up
Yeah.
and he cooked in my kitchen
Yeah.
and left a hurricane across my entire
Wow.
bleached down, clean, fresh kitchen. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm really meticulous about certain things,
Yeah.
especially my kitchen.
Okay.
So I made him get up and wash every dish. He grumbled, mumbled under his breath, but he got it done.
Wow. That's
Like
good.
I told
That's
him.
good.
And then to top it off, we were in the house, right? We were in
Yeah.
the house this past week, and this little dude, I was like, he got a mask on his face. He had a whole what's the show? Not what was it? With Rerun where he pulled the mask. I'm old, but not that old.
Yeah.
The one with the Cosby Show where he always had the mask over his face. What's that one? Was it
Fat Albert.
Fat? Yeah, and Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
He had a whole damn mask on his face in the house.
He's been doing robbery.
And I was like, why you got that mask on? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, no, Mom, I'm just kicking it. I'm on the phone. I'm playing my game. And I was like, okay. But then I was like, something ain't right. Then I go to take them skating, right?
Yeah.
He still has on the mask rolled up. And then he has on a face mask.
Yeah.
He never wears a face mask except
Yeah.
for to school. And then I got out of the car, came back in. I look, this little he pierced his nose.
Wow.
They bought a piercing gun from the beauty supply
Yeah.
and pierced his nose. I said, if you don't take that shit out, I'm going to sit on top of you and I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to rip it out and it's not going
Wow.
to feel good. Needless
Wow.
to say, it's gone.
Well,
So that's how my week has been and my day.
Well, I had a birthday, August the 5th. Had a
Yes.
good birthday. It was nice. It was nice.
What'd
Thank
you
God
do?
for letting me see another year.
What'd you do?
What did I do? I went out to get something to eat.
Where'd you
I got
go?
some.
Veggie
I went seafood.
Okay. Seafood is good.
I had got some balloons.
Ooh.
I got some brand new Vapor Maxes, Nikes.
Okay.
And then I spent probably about a little over $2,000 on some slingshot stuff. So my slingshot,
Ooh.
my
His
toy.
slingshot is already
Yeah.
bad, y'all.
Super nice.
Yep.
It's
That's
nice.
solid.
It's nice.
Yeah. So
What
we
else?
got a guest. Let's introduce our guest.
Yes.
Got a
Hi,
guest.
guest. Hi, guest.
How you doing, Miss Gwen?
Hi guys.
How you doing? Well, we're glad you joined us today.
Yes.
You know.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Scared
What you scared of?
Don't be scared.
Why you scared?
because I'm not a talker.
You're not a talker?
Yeah. Just,
All right. But we gonna get into the topic.
We are.
Today's show
We're going to have a little fun.
Today's show is gonna be about why women shouldn't ask for gifts they can't afford.
Excuse me.
Women shouldn't ask for gifts that they shouldn't afford. Okay? So with that being said, Yezzy, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get
Let's
into
do
it.
it.
Or do you want to do the question of the day first?
Not yet.
Not yet?
We'll
Okay.
throw our topic
So
out.
we'll get into the topic. The topic is women shouldn't ask for gifts they can't afford. It's a crazy topic, and then we go at the end of this we're gonna agree to disagree, or we're gonna agree. Okay, all right. So let's just set the timeline.
Okay.
All right,
Let's do
all right.
that.
Let's start with a couple that just met each other. They only been seeing each other for about 3 months. They haven't even slept over, did nothing.
No sex, no
No
nothing.
sex, no nothing.
Okay.
And it's her birthday. What kind of gift should he get her? He wants to be with her, but it's only been a month. They're
You
really
said
they're
3
really
months.
No, it's only been a month.
Oh, a month.
It's only been a month.
Okay.
And they're really fresh. And they're trying to get to know each other, but it's her birthday. Now he wants to impress her. So what kind of gift should he get her?
To me, I think maybe not an actual gift per se, but I think a vacation. Because a vacation says, I'm into you, I respect you, I value your birthday,
Yeah.
but I'm not willing to spend or invest that much personally, as far as a specific gift is concerned. I think a vacation would be appropriate
Okay.
for a newer relationship. What do you?
Gwen, what you got, Gwen?
I definitely don't think a vacation. That's
Too much?
yes, way too much. The basic flowers, card. I mean, something that's sentimental. Like if you jumping in with a vacation or something expensive already, then
I
Really?
think yes, I think
That's
I like
not
that.
what I would expect you to say.
I like that. So, what I guess
I
Gwen.
wouldn't want all that like for the first date. No, I mean, well, my first gift. No.
So, Gwen, maybe you're saying, are you saying that maybe he shouldn't start off just like wide open, like with
That's not wide open.
I mean,
That is that's
because
that's a lot
listen,
of money. You
Not
are
necess-
still at the
not
point of getting to know
necessarily.
each other.
but
yes, but not necessarily.
but Yezi, so he has to maintain whatever he start off with. He's got to be consistent with it.
True.
So if he start off with vacations, he can't never go down. He's got to go up. So I mean, listen, let's say it again. We only been dating for a month. We haven't even slept over. We haven't even. Only thing we did to this point is had long conversations over dinner, long conversations over lunch.
But that's going to be the bridge to that, the succession or the continuance of that relationship, romance, encounter. I think that when I say trip, I think automatically everyone's mind jumps to, ooh, expensive. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take this extravagant vacation. Even if you jump on a plane and you go to Florida, or you jump on the plane and you go to Vegas, that's like a very inexpensive thing. Not saying that he has to foot the bill for everything, but just the initial, hey, let's go on vacation, because that'll be the bridge of, okay, where we're gonna go in this relationship. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it has to be extravagant. I'm not saying let's go to
That's still
Tahiti.
too Yes, a nice massage.
That's nice too.
Something you can spend quality time.
I like that too. I'm not counting that out. I like that too, but in my mind, I was just saying, mini.
Yeah, jump the brown.
Yeah. Wow. So I mean, okay. So let's just get into the real topic. So should women, and this we just straight up TV. So in your opinion, should women ask for gifts that they can afford? Yes.
You looking at me? I'm looking at you. Okay.
She ready to blast.
I'll
ready to blast
throw
off.
myself all up under the bus.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to gifts, I think that there's so many factors that go into that.
Yeah.
Who you're dealing with, what income bracket they're in, where
Yeah.
your income bracket is, what
Yeah.
you two have decided along the way.
Yeah.
Are you slide buddies? Are you dating? Are you official? There's so many factors that go into that that's a really broad based
Well,
question.
let's break it down. Let's break it down to a couple that's they're going somewhere. They've been together forever. They're not married, but they've been together. They're a committed relationship.
Okay, a long-term
Long-term, yeah.
relationship.
They've been together for a while. They're committed. They've
Okay.
crossed the line. They've done everything. They went on vacations before. He gives gifts. She gives gifts. But can she ask for something that she can't afford?
At that point, hell yeah. If we're wrestling, tussling around in bed, we might live together, we might not. We're kicking it. We're solid. Where there is no reason why. First of all, let me digress a little bit. I don't feel that you should have to ask for a gift.
Right.
I agree. I think that if you've got a solid enough relationship, as the man and the woman in the relationship, you should desire to want to give your partner those
Right.
things that you
Right.
know that they may want. And if
Right.
it's a need, you shouldn't even have to ask.
Right.
It should be something that's a given, that I know that you need this, so I'm going to provide this for you.
Right.
That's how I think about it.
I can see that. I can see that.
On a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you think?
Gwen?
Well, I think it depends.
So listen, Gwen, before you answer, they already been together for a while.
Right.
Everybody knows they're a couple. They sleep over, they do everything, they drive each other's car. But it still is the fact that can she ask for something that she can't afford herself?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, especially if you are my man. I feel like I can ask you for whatever, even regardless of my income. If I'm trying, at least I'm not no bum. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make something happen, make some money.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But yes, at the same time, I'm not going to jump in, ask him for something ridiculous.
Right.
But it's going to be reasonable. I don't really ask for stuff. If it's given to me, I'm going to take it. But
Y'all, let me just, I love my girl, but she is high maintenance. So this is a surprise to hear from me. She has on Gucci slides, but she can buy all this stuff for herself. She bought it. She bought it. So I can't pick with her for that. She can buy her own stuff, and she does buy her own stuff. So what is wrong? That's why I'm so surprised. What is wrong with you asking for that? Because you can get it for yourself.
But I'm very prideful. I really don't like to ask.
Right.
So regardless, like even if it comes to a time I do ask, I'm not gonna ask for nothing like just
outrageous.
Like,
outrageous.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not like, I like nice things, but I am not label conscious. I think that is the demise of, dare I say, the African American community, because people are so mesmerized by what you have, and they consider those assets. And Louis and Gucci and Prada and Balenciaga, none of that shit pays the bills.
Right.
None of that. African Americans consume billions, folks, of dollars on mindless, wasteful shit. Not the fact that they should invest and buy stocks in it so you can make some money, like you paying them to make some money.
Right.
But like, you want to go out and buy these things just for a status, for a label. And if it's cute, I don't care if it comes from Forever 21, from Rainbow. You can make fun of me, whatever. If it's cute, I'm going to buy it from there. I don't have to have, I'm not going to ask. I say that to say, I'm not going to ask you to buy me a bag or some shoes or
bag.
some, right. You want to buy me something? Buy me some stocks. Buy me something that I can invest in, that will grow, that will provide for my family, that creates generational wealth, not some raggedy
let me say something.
label.
So do you know, like if you know your man is not a Birkin bag man, if you know your man is not that, his pockets ain't that deep, can you still ask for it? If you know he's good, he handles everything he needs to handle, but maybe he's not Birkin bag man worthy. Will you still ask for it? Is that or is that supposed to make him work harder?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put him in a position. Yeah, even though I would want him to like get that hustle, whatever, I wouldn't put him to, put him in that position to feel like he gotta get me this bag. No.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You're asking us. What do you think about it as a man?
Well, I think that first of all, the man is a provider, right?
True.
He is supposed to provide.
Old school.
Whatever she needs, whatever the house needs, he's supposed to take care of all that, right? 100%.
That's biblical, but that's as a husband he's supposed to provide. As a mate, as a boyfriend, as a that's not Bible.
Well, listen.
So what's your stance on
that? I'm with her because if I'm with her, I'm trying to marry her. I'm trying to do something with her. So I'm gonna go ahead and act like what I need to be acting like to be that person. Like I can't just get married and all of a sudden start acting like a husband. No. I need to already be acting like a husband before I get married. So when I say a provider, then I need to go ahead and be doing my duties and responsibilities before I get in that position. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is, just so I understand it, you're saying that you need to put yourself in a position to already be there so that if that came up, you're already there and you can decipher what you want to do and how you want to do it at that point. Is that what you're saying?
So do you approach with money like as...
Nah, I don't approach with money, but I'll let it be known. I'll let it be known that I have a certain status. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna try to. Cause listen, I don't want you to be into me because I got money or I'm throwing money or I'm easy to get money from. I want you to be into me because that's what you want. It's just for me, the conversation, the companionship, and then let me come out and show you what I got.
Right. Because it be men who you definitely. They know what they get into because you come in with this approach, and then you targeting the women who already just showed like, hey, what can you do for me? And then if I'm asked for it, if I'm coming with this approach of what you could do for me, and then I'm asking for it, you can't be offended because you knew like this was yes.
It's like I'm reading the comments. My my best friend John.
What'd he say?
John said a vacation is too much.
It's too much.
John said vacation is too much.
I don't think it's too much. If you ask for it, I don't think it's too much. You say if he okay.
She's talking to you, John. She's talking to you, John.
I'm talking to you, John, and everybody else. Okay, so check this. I feel like if he asks you, hey baby, what you want to do for your birthday? What you want to do for blah blah blah? and he asks you, you should be receptive of my response. If you ask me and I tell you this is what I want, you put yourself in the position to ask me what I wanted for that. Now, I can break it down to a top, a medium, a low level. I mean, I like flowers. I like roses. I like massages. I like stuff. I'm not saying discredit any of that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, even if we talk about a vacation, that doesn't mean that everything is on you. That means we're going to go take a vacation, and you might buy the plane tickets, but I might take care of all the activities. You may buy the activities, but I'm paying for all the dinners. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just on him.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Another comment.
Let me hear him. Let me hear him.
If this is KV. KV said, if she asks for stuff she can afford, then what's the point?
That's like you got to be a little bit more specific for me.
KV,
you got to be more specific.
So basically, if she can, I don't know.
I want to hear a little bit more specifics with that.
Yeah.
So let me just reiterate. So if she asks for something, what's the point? She can afford?
KV commented that, her comment is that if she asks for stuff she can't afford, then what's the point?
Well, I'm gonna go because that's kind of ambiguous. So I'm gonna go how I think you're asking. If she asks for things that she can't afford, there's a couple things that could be going on. One, again, the bottom line is she can't afford it, so she's trying to find somebody who can, and take advantage of somebody who can't. No, take advantage is such a, I don't like the way that sounds. Or she explained it. She just explained it. You know what I mean? She explained it?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd she say?
Read it for us, Gwen.
The fact is, I'm not going to I'm not going to ask for specific gifts, but I expect nice things, period. And if those gifts happen to be things I can't afford, then so be it.
I like that
response.
That's
a good comment.
I like that. That's a good one.
That's a good comment.
I like that response. You took it out of my mouth. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this then. So this is a good conversation, but let me ask you this. When it comes to, and we are, Gwen, we already talked about this. When it comes to boyfriend, when it comes to husband, or girlfriend or wife, who gives the better presents? Who gives the better birthday presents? The boyfriend or husband, or the girlfriend or wife?
I'm gonna say the girlfriend.
Always.
Or the wife.
Wait.
We think more with our heart with the gifts. You guys are oppressing, buying gifts to impress.
No. So Gwen,
sometimes it's not value.
Gwen, we're always trying to impress y'all. We're always trying to impress y'all. So we're gonna overdo it. We're gonna overdo it.
I beg to differ with that.
We're more sentimental. Like, we bring more sentimental value. Y'all bring more value in the cost. Okay. So your point is that
make the gift meaningful.
You guys have put more thought into it.
Yeah.
You guys, it's something I need, something I'm going to use all the time.
Not
more
necessarily that. Just thought.
We can listen to something you've been saying. Like, it's something like, we've been paying attention to something you really want, or something like that. Like, you all come with purse, clothes, jewelry, and it's not what we really like, care about, but we're gonna accept it because we like it, but it's not,
So
it holds no sentimental value.
Wait, are you telling me when a guy showers you with gifts, say a guy showers you on your birthday with seven gifts, 4 of those gifts you really could not even care about, and maybe only the other ones you really liked? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
So
like for my birthday, I got flowers, and I love them flowers.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, somebody comes to my door with flowers. That's just so romantic to me. Like, I like that.
He scored some points, didn't he?
Yes. Like, bring the flowers to my door. Yes, I like that.
Okay. All right. I don't know, man. I think guys, and I'm a guy. I think guys give better gifts.
What?
Yeah, I think guys give better gifts.
Oh,
we give y'all, listen, we give y'all better gifts because we want to impress y'all. We know that if you happy, then that's skin off my back. I'm gonna be able to sleep better. So we're gonna go all the way out.
Okay, I want to know, what, for your significant other, what is the last gift that you gave most recently for her?
I think it was 2 different bottles of perfume from Macy's.
Okay.
I think it was
that you picked, or that she liked?
Well, the lady preferred them for me. The lady that works there.
Okay.
I think it was a pair of Nike Maxes, Air Maxes, Vapors,
Those
and I think
nice.
it was a trip to Hawaii.
That was all in one gift?
Yeah, it was all in one gift.
Wow.
Yeah,
you hear that?
I usually overdo it.
I like that. Most don't.
But the only thing,
exception.
the only thing about overdoing it is you gotta stay
keep ante
consistent.
up in the ante.
If you ever go
Right.
down, it's a
over.
problem.
It's over from there.
It's
if
a
you go
problem.
down.
It's a problem.
Agreed.
You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? And that goes back to what Gwen was saying about that the couple that just met and only been together for like a month and they're really new. She was like no to like just open up your wallet to her because when you do that you gotta stay consistent with it.
I mean, because we're only discussing one side. Like, I feel like just because what we're not discussing is, yes, you can ask or receive nice gifts from your significant other, but that doesn't mean that you don't give nice gifts as well. Like, one thing about I'm gonna say this about my ex-husband, right? He gave the worst gifts on the planet. He didn't think about me, put me in mind. He didn't consider what I liked. Like, I hate sweet smelling perfumes. He repeatedly bought me sweet smelling perfumes. He would go to like Bath and Body Works and buy like 3 things that don't match. He would get me 1 lotion, 1 spray, and 1 body. In my mind, I'm thinking, what the hell am I supposed to do with this shit? Like,
Yeah.
and none of it
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
I appreciate the thought, but
Yeah.
like, he was terrible
Yeah.
at buying gifts.
Yeah.
And I used to like cringe when my birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, any anniversary, anything came around because I was like, oh God, what is he going to give me now? Or give me something that was, because our styles were so different, he would buy me some granny something. And I was like, that's not my style. Why would you buy this for me when you know that this is not for me?
I learned that.
And he gave terrible gifts. So like, that's why I said, and that was consistent. So it's not, I don't feel that men really, you're an exception. Most men do not put thought into the specific woman that they're with.
Let me tell you one of my secrets. So what I used to do for my girl is that so when she would come over, she got her own bathroom or whatever, right? She only uses
Call us, guys. Call us.
She only uses her own bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would just set little things inside her bathroom, and when she finds them, she finds them. It would be just a bag full of random stuff,
Yeah,
and that right there blew her away.
Yes.
That blew her away.
Yes,
Yep.
because that means you're paying attention.
And then when in the bedroom, on her side of the bed, I would just leave stuff there. And I would never tell her, and she would just come out of the room smiling. So that and to this day, it's been working.
That's rewarding. So like, when you do that and she's receptive to that, is that like a sense of pride? Does that make you want to do it more? How does that make you feel as a man when you give those gifts?
That's a
'Cause it
damn
sounds
good
like
question.
She doesn't ask for it. It sounds like that's just in your nature to give that.
That's a damn good question.
Tell me.
It makes me feel her reaction to it, and that I didn't make a big point of it, and I just left it there. There's been times where I left something, it was there for 2 weeks before she's seen it. You know.
Right.
So I mean, it's just when you get in the notion of doing it, you just keep doing it. Like you don't have to have a special day to go out and pick these things up. You just pick them up here, there. There's something to be in the trunk for an hour, or 2 hours or something.
I love that.
So it's crazy. but so I gotta ask you guys a question, and I want you to give me an honest answer, just straight up TV.
Okay.
Why do y'all say that BS? Nah, don't give me nothing for my birthday. I'm good. I don't want nothing. Don't give me nothing. I'm good. We know it's your birthday, and we're asking you. What do you want? What do you want for your birthday? I don't want nothing. I'm good.
That's the time for you to think on something to give. Like, if I'm saying this, I know I want something deep down inside, but I don't know what I want. But I want you to think about a gift to give me.
Exactly.
So,
that's where your effort comes into play.
Yeah.
That's where you have a chance to show your sentiments.
Yeah.
And your love, because I don't think a lot of men place a value. Again, it goes back to your specific woman. Like, what does she like? What turns her on? What excites her? What, you have to really hone into it's not a generalized thing. And I think that's how a lot of people give gifts. Generalized, as opposed to specific for your man or your woman. I agree with that.
Right.
That was a really good one.
I like what
Let's read some of these comments. What they say.
KV said that's a test.
Exactly.
And you know what it is?
Yes.
It is.
That's a woman, right?
KV is
KB or KB?
KV, so I think it's a woman.
Okay.
KV said it's a test, and I think so too. Because listen, you can how you can tell is that in the past when you gave her a gift on her
Yeah.
birthday or anything,
Yeah.
her reaction to that gift tells you everything you need to know. If she reacts like really like surprised and oh my God, thank you, all that, she wants the gift for her birthday. And if you
Correct.
don't do it,
Correct.
I can't imagine going to pick up your girl or your girl on her birthday and not giving her a gift.
Right.
That's
You're
Hey,
not getting none
Whatever
for
you
a
get,
while.
whatever you do, yes, don't show up
Empty-handed, right.
Don't do that, like,
Right.
But yes, I'm never gonna say I don't want and mean it. Like I don't want nothing. Like no.
I agree with that.
there's no time
I
you would
agree
say
with
that.
KV. It's a test.
It's a test.
It's a test. Why
I
do
wanna
y'all, so why would y'all
I
test
don't
us?
want to have to tell you what to get me. I
Yeah.
don't.
You
Like,
should know me well enough to know what. And really, I think that what do you want? That question, what do you want, is more for a newer relationship as opposed to a relationship that you've been together for a while, that you really should
Right.
know that person. That means you're
Yeah.
not in tune with that person.
Yeah,
if you can't
they
buy
get
for
a
them.
pass in the beginning. Yes.
Yes.
They still figuring
Yes.
you out, but yes, eventually along the line, please.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
All right.
No.
all right. I mean, you straight up TV, so no. Some of y'all out
Let's
there
flip it,
be like. I don't want nothing. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm never going to tell you that. Let's flip it though. When it comes to, from a male perspective.
Right.
When it comes to, because I think it's harder to pick for men than it is for women.
Right.
So, like, you really have to go that extra mile to really be in tune, like, with your dude to know what it is that he may appreciate or value as a gift.
Right.
You know what I mean? You still have to be intuitive, but, like, what do men want? What is something that men want, and what is something that you despise?
Okay. So we despise for you not to get us nothing.
Okay.
We despise that
it's
shit.
the same for men.
We despise that shit.
That
Yeah.
happens a lot to men,
Yeah.
actually.
So we don't want you to overdo it. We don't want no flowers or really don't want no balloons. We just want you to come and have a good ass time with us.
Okay.
Take us out to eat. Maybe for that one night. Maybe we don't come out the wallet for that one night.
Yeah.
And then maybe one gift, some good smelling cologne. You know,
Okay.
we don't
That
even
we like
we
or
don't
you
even
like.
want a lot because we want you to be extra with us, but it doesn't mean money. You know what I'm saying?
Effort.
Yeah.
Effort.
So I mean, it's not about an item. It's about you being there, having a good time, and giving us your time, having a good time. Maybe a little bottle of cologne, and maybe taking us out to eat, and maybe showing us a little extra attention at night, late at night, that night.
He said that night, late at night. I like
Yeah,
it.
but we easy, man. We easy. I mean, some guys may want a lot of attention, but for a normal guy like myself,
Yeah.
I just want you to have a good time with me. Let's go eat. Let's talk. Let's do what we usually do, and a little extra. That's it.
So, what about, because there's a lot of men out here now that are divas, in a sense, that are male divas, just like women.
Yeah.
That they can, let's flop it around. So, there's a lot of men out here who are quote unquote self-made hustlers, or who are metrosexual, however you want to label it, that can buy wonderful things for themselves. What if you got this guy that wears the chains and he's got the jewelry and it's not fake? He wears the chains, got the jewelry, is a Louis guy, is a Gucci guy, what do you buy as a woman who's not at that status that he may be at for him? What do you do for him that he really values and appreciates as a man?
Well, I would have to say the same thing I told you. If you can't afford to do all those things that he's already doing for himself, then you got to give him that time.
You think he'll appreciate that time?
Yeah. He will, because the guy already knows your status. He already knows
does.
what you can afford, what you can't afford. He already knows. If you do
Whoa.
happen.
We got to go back now, bro.
Huh?
You brought a whole new dynamic.
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
So how does a guy know what you can afford and what you can't afford?
Come on, Yazzie. Now we know where you work at. I mean, if we be with you for a while, we know what's going on.
Be some side hustlers.
Correct.
But I mean, if you can't provide him with those type of gifts, well, like all the stuff he's used to. I mean, like you definitely got to go sentimental.
What do we give y'all?
You have to give him something that, like, he care about. Like, even if it's somebody who passed away, a portrait of that past loved one.
Like something special, with like a special
something
frame, or like something blown up. What do we give y'all? If y'all have everything that you want, can provide for yourself. I mean, pussy, you can get that anywhere. So that's not so special. You want something that's...
Sure can.
I mean, what? That's
Sure
not
can get
special
that
to me. So, like, I can only drop it so many times, do a strip tea. I mean, I don't want to do something for you that you can go out and pay somebody else to do. So how am I going to know that you're going to value what I give you if you already consider putting so much value into the things that you have. Because again, Atlanta, people are all about status. There's a lot of people here who can't afford it but still try to flaunt it. There's a lot of people who can afford it, and I mean, it's just hard for me to figure out what to give somebody like that.
And your mom said men shouldn't get half-ass gifts either. So
hey, okay. Okay, but if you can't afford to give them a gift that they want, what do you give them? Like you said, sentimental stuff?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, because
what do you mean
really
when you say
care about
sentimental?
that.
What do you mean when you say
Like
that?
I advise, like something, something that's meaningful, like a loved one who passed away.
Okay.
Or even a picture of their kid. Something, they have it. They doing stuff so creative that you can get photos framed, or it's very creative now how you can present them.
Do stuff.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Okay.
All right. Well, y'all in trouble now. Y'all in trouble now.
Yeah.
Not in trouble. I'm gonna go ahead and hit his intro. I'm gonna hit his intro before I bring him in. I'm gonna hit his intro before I hit him in. I'm gonna bring his intro.
Wake your ass up, because it's time to go beast mode.
I'm here. It's your boy. I'm here. I'm ready.
Rashard.
Yeah.
Now, this is Miss Gwen over here, and you know who that is over there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. Now we've been having this conversation, and let me right off the bat, let me ask you this question. When it comes to giving birthday gifts, who gives better gifts? Either the boyfriend, husband, or the wife or girlfriend? Who gives better gifts?
It kind of depends on the girl. I ain't gonna lie. All the women I've ever been with gave me good gifts.
Good gifts.
I ain't gonna
Okay.
cap. I'm not
What's
gonna
a
cap
good
on
gift?
that.
He on your side, I guess. He on your
No,
side.
not all the way though.
Oh, okay, he ain't on all the way on your side.
Ain't all the way.
Y'all thought y'all had a friend.
Nah,
You thought you had a friend.
Hey.
because what happens is like you give clues. Like, well, a woman should really know you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's what we said.
They
Yes.
should really know
yeah,
you
shit.
and who you are, and so they should know what's going to be like. That's a great ass gift for him.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Thank
Because
Specific.
yeah, specifically
For you.
like for him, like
Yes.
me, I collect shoes, right?
Yes.
So me, like I would be around the house and I'd be like, damn, I didn't get them shoes that I tried to go get. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yes.
that's a clue to you that be like, dang, his birthday coming up or his Christmas coming up. Let me try to get him them shoes that he could not get.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
Those are
I like
we
that.
give little hints and clues for y'all.
Yeah.
But when y'all don't though, when y'all don't get those clues, and we always the ones getting like the special stuff for us. We don't wait on nothing. We don't wait for y'all. Like I'm not gonna wait on you to go get me something that I know I really want.
Right.
And I know that a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that I like, it do be expensive.
Yeah, we got y'all quiet now.
Yeah.
We got y'all quiet now.
To me, I'm semi-expensive. Like I'm in the $200 range or something. That's like
Shoes
worth-
are expensive.
Yes, they
bro.
are. They are.
For
But
me.
I don't need like I only want a specific one. So I don't. It's not like I need you to do that for me every month or every 2 months. For me, I don't need you to specifically do it. Like I said, I go get my own stuff that I know
Okay.
that I really have that's my vice. My vice. I don't make my
shoes.
girl go pay for my vices. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That ain't fair for her.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So like women, they got a lot of vices, and when y'all got these vices, like y'all put it
Vices.
to me.
What you
That's
mean, like purses,
that's,
shoes,
That's those are vices.
simple-minded stuff. We
That's
talked about
stuff.
that.
That's the stuff that like y'all really don't really need, but it helps y'all out. Maybe in a mental state, helps y'all makes y'all feel like I'm doing something, or I am something, or I am somebody.
get at him, Rashard.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
So
out,
that's what it
Rashard.
really do. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's how I feel like y'all think or y'all always to me y'all like try to outshine each other. Like that's y'all MO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
me. Like
How
I was
we-
telling them.
We could just like it, just like you like all your latest Jordans, Yeezys
Yeah.
that's come out. We could just like them items.
Right. That's true.
So
For me, like I was saying, I am not label conscious. Do I like nice things? I do, but you're not going to find. I'm not going to spend my money or ask you to buy it for me. If you choose to buy it for me, I'll take it. But I'm not going to ask you, can you go buy me this bag? Can you go buy me these shoes? That's not what excites me and makes me, at all. You know what I mean? I would rather, like I said, buy me a stock. Buy me something that's of value that I can create generational wealth with. I don't want those things.
Yeah, that's what somebody
you really do
supposed
because
to
you
say
had
when
said
they
you want to be
older.
taken out of town for your
Yeah. Get out of Gwen.
There
Get out
you
of Gwen.
go.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we were
let's read
talking
some of these
about-
comments. Let's read some of these
Okay, yeah,
comments.
let's read the
Yes,
comments.
my friends is Tanny
Yeah,
comments.
his comments are crazy. Mia Barron says, men want to be wined and dined like us.
They do. I
Wait a
didn't
minute. Come on,
realize
Mia.
that.
Come on, Mia.
They do.
Listen.
I don't.
Richard.
don't?
There you go. Richard, I told him before you
Richard.
got here. I told him, Richard, put your camera on. I told you. They asked me, what did we want? I said, bro, we just want you to spend time with us. Have a good time. Maybe go get something to eat. Have a great conversation. Be happy for us that day. And later on that night, make sure we straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause I don't yeah, take care of us.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't be like I hate specific sex, or I hate specific day sex.
Oh,
Right,
man.
like when you have kids,
Yes,
it
it's
gets
too
hard
planned.
not
It get
to have
hard.
that though. I mean, you got the foot on the door, you got the.
Nah, y'all seen that meme? Somebody had threw a meme up and they said, I need some of that. Go lock the door.
Even go lock the door. The door is locked. What you hear?
I need some of that. Go lock.
Mommy,
I don't care.
Daddy, Mom,
Let me ask
Mommy.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. For the people that are in that situation where they have kids and they have to try to be real funny with it,
man.
do you feel bad afterwards? Do you feel like when you hold the foot on the door or you lock the door or you're
little
trying to be
bit.
quiet? Do you feel bad?
a little bit because you feel like, like you're neglecting your children. Like you're neglecting
How?
your children. Because, you as a mom, I don't know, I can only speak from a mom's perspective.
Yeah.
Like as a mom, like you want to cater to your children in
Nah,
a
they
sense,
selfish.
depending on the ages of
Kids
your
selfish.
children.
Huh?
But like,
Kids too selfish for me.
I mean, they are
They always
selfish.
want their mom.
They always want their mom, and so usually it's nothing. But like, you still feel a little guilty, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Just
Well,
a
I
little
guess
bit.
it's just supposed to be. It's supposed to be a quickie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's supposed to be a quickie.
If you just getting it one time a week, as a man, you ain't trying to make that
That's
quick.
terrible.
Hey,
What?
if you get it
Once
one
a
time a
One
week,
time
Once
a week.
man, you ain't trying to make that quick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's- it happens.
Get at him, Yezzy.
Now we
Get at him,
gotta go- We
Yezzy.
gotta go all
Yeah.
into that. One time a week.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's find out the factors of this. One time a week. If it's one time a week, it should be somebody that you don't live with. It should be somebody that might be in a different state or city. It should be somebody that might have kids or you might have kids. But to have a consistent, regular, I live with you, you live with me, we're married, or long term, there is no way you should be getting it in one time a week.
Well,
No relationship.
No way.
if
Unless
that
you just don't
individual
like that
is
person.
extremely fertile,
Then
Okay.
get on some birth control or
and that
use
stuff,
the condom.
no. If you research birth control and all that stuff, man,
Okay,
that,
what
that
about
mug-
your condoms?
It's really messing with y'all. That condom stuff is horrible too.
It
oh my
is.
God, it's
We
hard.
can all agree
It's
that.
hard.
We
That's
all
some
probably hate
hardcore.
condoms.
Yeah, that mug that's crazy. Like you being there for like eight centuries. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm being real.
You gotta
Wow.
get super thin. Get super thin.
Hey, that don't work. It don't work.
Yes,
That's the one I got. It don't work.
one time a
The
week
skin
is
one?
just like I don't even like you. I just really need this. I just need to get off this
Right,
week.
right. Yezzy, let's go ahead and can we go ahead and get into that question of the day?
We can.
Get ready. It's Yazzie bringing you the question of the day.
So I hate to be the vibe killer, but I'm going to take it all the way down. Okay, with the news, with everything going on, with the last, really years of this, but it's been concentrated the last 3 years, from the Susan Blands to the names have escaped my head. I mean, just so many of our people that have been taken at the hands of law enforcement.
Right, right.
Okay. Should law enforcement officers be held, this is the question, should law enforcement officers be held to statutes that mandate maximum penalties and or harsh capital punishment for certain crimes committed against the community that they're serving? Should law enforcement be held to a higher level statute
Right.
than the normal citizen or the normal person that's held? So like, for example, if you're on trial or you're indicted for murder and you're just a regular Joe Schmo, they throw the book at you, especially if you have brown skin. So like, for example, like when you are what is it, MMA, MF? I don't know what the acronym is,
Okay.
but like
MMA.
when you're an MMA fighter, usually you're insured against your, like, the things that you use as with your arms, your legs, and you're held to a higher standard than a person who has not been highly trained
Gotcha.
to kill, or vice versa. And so police officers are taught to serve and to train the communities that they work for and they work in. And from FBI, CIA, all the way down to just the basic Joe Schmo who is a city beat cop.
Yeah.
They currently, and I've researched it, currently in the U.S., there is no statute, there is no standard, there is no anything in any of the states, the contingencies, nothing that holds police officers to a higher standard or regard for the lives that they take due to their hands. Not for, and we're talking not for legitimate reasons. What do you guys think about that?
Wow, that's a good question of the day. It's a good question of the day. I would say that you're right. Police officers are trained. They go through severe training to be a police officer.
Intensive.
How to handle different folks, because they don't know what's going to happen when they walk up on the scene. They don't know what they're going to be involved with.
Correct.
I think they have to think quick and make a decisive decision of what they're going to do. How to. They're supposed to protect and serve.
Correct.
All right, in the best way. I admit, I think they have a rough job, man. But when they do something that's totally outlandish or totally not safe, and it takes a life, I think they should be held. They should be held to the highest,
in a higher regard, not just like what we're talking about is not just you're being tried for murder, but in addition to being tried for murder, there is a statute according to, for example, the state of Georgia that says because you are a law enforcement officer, you've been found guilty and convicted, you should have a minimum penalty on top of whatever penalty that you've been given by the jury and your peers. I personally think that they need that because there are so many. Yes, there's good cops. Yes, there's good people in law enforcement, but the world we live in now, it's so much more corrupt, and they're just not being held or accountable for anything that they're doing. They're taking lives and they're not being held accountable, and that's why they keep doing it, because there's no recourse.
Yeah.
There's
What
nothing.
do you think, Gwen?
What do you think, Gwen?
I feel yes, they should, but at the same as like if or when they do fake eviction, they're still not going to get too much time. They never do. So regardless, if they were that law was to be put into effect, like what would we get from it? Still the same results because they are barely guilty. It's hard to get them to be guilty,
Convicted, yeah.
Yes. So no matter what, like.
I think when I say
it's going to be hard to ever.
I think it's possible. I think it should go all the way to the Senate, not to where I think they should take it away from the states and local city and local government and take it all the way to like Supreme Court, to where they are automatically, without question, because if you guys remember when they did back to like the RICO laws and all that, when it comes to money laundering and all kinds of other stuff, there are minimum drug trafficking sentences. Even if you have something light, they are automatically going to give you a minimum sentence for that. Yeah. And I feel like you should do the very same thing for law enforcement because it will deter them from doing the things that they're doing to people. I mean, I can't even count the things that my kids show me on Facebook that police officers are getting away with. Not just brutality, just all kinds of things.
Right. Let's read some of these comments. We got some comments here. Let's see. KV says, yes, they absolutely should be held to a higher standard. They are paid to serve and protect us. We are literally paying their salaries.
Yes,
that's what
are.
KV said. Good comment.
Yes, we are.
Douglas said, absolutely, they are trained in weapons, de-escalation tactics, very specific methods as to handle and variety of situations that come before deadly physical force is required. Those are two good comments.
They're very good comments.
Yeah, and your mom said, police reform is needed in all areas.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. I agree with that. Like, even when my kids and I are riding in the car, it's bad when my kids see police officers, they're immediately nervous.
Yeah.
Get anxiety.
You know, and they get
Yeah.
anxiety. Like,
Well, let me say this. I don't know. I don't know if he's watching, but on my birthday, which was August 5th, a couple
yes,
days ago,
Yes.
so I jumped in my slingshot and I took off.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday, I took off. I didn't even
pulled over?
I didn't get 3 miles. He pulled me over. He came up to me and he said, "Let me see your driver's license." So I gave him my driver's license. He told me why, and I said, "Okay."
What was his reasoning?
Yeah, I didn't have my helmet. I didn't have my helmet on. So anyway,
Okay, so that's
so I didn't have my
okay.
helmet on. So anyway,
Okay.
I was at fault.
In a slingshot, you still have to have your
Yeah,
helmet on?
you gotta wear a helmet. So
I
I was
didn't
at
know
fault.
that.
I was at fault.
Okay.
Wasn't because of my loud music. Matter of fact, he told me I was going too damn slow. But anyway, I didn't have a helmet on. No, I was on Windy Hill. Windy Hill's got a bumpy road. I take
Yeah.
my time. Anyway, so he pulled me over. I didn't have my helmet. I said, "All right." I said, "I had it 5 years. You like the second person." Anyway, so he went back to his car. He came back. He said, "Have a happy birthday."
Well, that was nice. You didn't give me a ticket.
Didn't give me a ticket. He said, "Have a happy birthday." I rolled out with no helmet.
I have, and I hate to say it, just like it's hard for me not to have a disdain for law enforcement. Aside from like the FBI's, the CIA's, the military, when it comes to regular beat cops and city and local government, I have no patience for it because usually they're harassing people.
Yeah.
And they just like get under my skin like terribly.
Yeah,
I know it's bad.
I
But
understand, but that one cop on my birthday, I didn't even tell him it was my birthday. And
well, he looked at that driver's license.
yeah. He looked at my driver's license and he let a brother go.
Which is good. You quiet over there. Can we get a little input from you?
He over there doing some work right now.
Okay.
But we finna slide over there in a minute. But I mean, it's a hard job being a cop, man.
It
I don't
is.
think. Would you want to be a cop?
I used to. Okay, when I was growing up, I used to do this Explorer. They called it an Explorer program where I worked alongside of the city police of the city that I was in. I did it because I was a badass kid. It only lasted like one season. And so I did it and I got to do ride-alongs and do different things like that. And I used to really want to be in law enforcement.
Yeah.
And then I was like, And then I got on this end of the country, like where I grew up, I didn't even know, like I was oblivious to racism where I grew up. And it's not that it didn't exist, but like I wasn't exposed to it. I didn't really learn true racism until I got down in the Southeast. And things are very black and white. I've lived in a few states in the Southeast, and it's just really disappointing the disconnect 50-something years later with where people stand and where they are and with their thoughts and their values and it's disappointing. If you look up, we're in the same days that we were in like 45 years ago.
Right.
Which is like disheartening.
And we had a black president.
Correct. Where do our kids look to? Where do they look up? Where do they find encouragement?
Yeah.
You know, so I just.
All right. Well, that was a great question of the day, man. Great job.
Thanks.
Great job on the question of the day.
Thanks.
That was great.
But back to the other note.
let's jump over here to Rashard B, and let's.
It's that time again for Rashard B's Sneaker of the Day.
Man, what? Again? Man, I'm gonna run out of shoes. Do you hear me, man? See? Now I gotta keep up with that addiction I was talking about earlier, huh? If I don't, then I can't do sneaker of the day. But last week I brought out the other ones, right? The tan ones. I got these in black.
I like the black better.
You like the black better than the tans?
Yeah.
Yeah. The tans was cool, the cream, but these are once again it's by Jun Takahashi. It's called Undercover. Overreacts, extremely soft on your feet, comfortable. Wow. Feel like you're walking on clouds. Also with you got the rose and stuff with the Nike. Then also I got my clothing line just dropped. I know. Do you see this?
That almost matches the shoe.
But see what I'm gonna say you this right here. I had this a long time ago.
Yeah.
I actually came out with this about 2017.
Yeah.
Word?
So I ain't know nothing about these shoes. Just came out this year.
So it just so happened.
So it just so happened that they kind of match what I got on.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I see you got the Griffies. Go ahead, just show us your Griffies. Pull out the ends.
like
It's
you
shoe
right
of the day.
I like
It's
that.
shoe of
I
the
like
day.
them both.
Ken Griffin.
Yeah,
Hold on,
I
did you
like
get
you
some
right
new
now.
shoes? Hold on. Let's show
Those
you
are
the
fun
shoes.
too.
I like you
Look,
right now.
look what I got everybody doing. Look at, it's crazy in here. Hey,
I
Nike,
like it.
you might owe us a check.
I'm telling you.
Real quick.
But the clothing line is called Squad of Gods.
Squad of
jeans.
Gods?
Yeah.
Where can they find it at if they want it?
I mean, I gotta show the shorts and stuff.
Where can we get
Guys.
Squad of God?
We can't get that yet.
Okay.
It's still in
In the
you
works.
know, it's still in the works. But I'm
Okay.
just giving y'all an example. You know, everything is embroidered. Quality is
The
extremely
shorts
high.
too. Oh
Look,
yeah, the shorts too.
I got the zipper on there for my
Okay.
hoopers. You know what I'm saying? So
I
whenever
like
you
it.
know, yeah,
Squad of gods.
Because most of the
Yeah.
shorts don't have zippers.
yeah. Most of the jersey shorts don't have zippers. But
Uh-uh.
we got zippers on ours. All right. Then it say guys on the back with the apostrophe S. You know what I'm saying?
it.
So yeah. We in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
Yeah. And you see the hat too. Yeah.
He got it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Like
up? What's
it.
up? Mike Bleed.
Man,
Just
I'm
look
here. I'm here.
Straight from
Finally.
Vegas.
Yeah, no less so. And my partner assisted in my lateness. And I'm already Mr. Won't be prompt for his own funeral. He just helped me out.
Man, we can't even get him in practice on time. So he finally got an excuse because I had told him the wrong time.
You told me 4. He came back and told me 5.
I thought it was 5. I don't know why 5 been in my head. Like the whole week it's been in my head. I don't know why.
And he didn't just remind me once of the 5. He reminded me twice.
So yeah, that's horrible.
Big show, 5 o'clock.
That's how you know, man. All of this new stuff, the stuff that we got going on the daily is it's kind of messing us up.
It's this football season.
Yeah,
Bro.
it
Mike,
is
Mike,
football
you been
season.
selling any dogs?
Yeah, actually, I had to make a road trip today to drop one off. I got 2 that I got sitting at the house. So anybody want one, y'all come holler at me.
You got another one? So you did an exchange
yeah,
or something?
One just went in heat.
Oh yeah. So you finna get pregnant again?
Yeah, a little more work. in the
Hold
middle of
on, I
football
thought you said you
season.
wasn't gonna let her get pregnant no more.
No, not that one. The daughter.
Oh, you got the
One of her
daughter now.
daughters. Yeah, that look exactly like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just went in heat.
Yeah. So if y'all want to, what's that? English or French?
English.
English bulldog. All right.
And now she can't retire yet. She retiring after September.
Oh, okay.
How many times can you, I don't know what the proper terms are, like breed a dog? From like, what age do you start breeding the dogs to have babies and litters?
It have to be at least 12 months, 12, 13 months.
And-
Second heat.
And how many times do you use that dog before you retire that dog?
I do it 3 times.
That's it?
Yeah, 3 litters.
And
3
how
litters,
long do
1
dogs carry a litter?
2 months.
That's it?
Yeah, 63 days.
And only 3 times. Is there a reason for that you do that?
Well, I do it. Some breed them until they can't breed no more. You know what I mean? Breed
the
them
litters
5,
get
6,
weaker
7
and
years.
weaker and weaker and
Exactly.
weaker.
But then you start having 1 puppy, 2 puppy. Nah, every time I bred one of my girls, right, who started my kennel, first litter she dropped 7. Second litter she dropped 8. You know what I mean?
kept going
and
up.
that's and I'm only breeding them 1 time a year, opposed to 2 times a year.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Well, today, Mike, we're talking about women shouldn't ask for things they can't afford. And Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on put the camera on you. I'm gonna ask you this question, Mike. We already went over it. When it comes to birthday gifts, who gives better gifts, men or women? When it comes to gifts in a relationship, who gives better gifts, men or women?
Women get the better gift.
Hey,
Get the better
that's
gifts.
what we said.
No, no, you hear what he said?
Men, we feel we gotta spend more. You
That's
know
what I
I
said.
mean?
Said it.
Yeah, we feel we gotta go spend more. They gonna put thought and effort in everything. They probably been listening to you for a whole year. You know what I mean? And we got that one thing that you probably said twice, but she saw you looking at it
Mike.
every time we went in the store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A man, I think she need a new car, so I'm going to buy her a car.
Right.
We ain't putting no real effort into it. You know what I mean? Well, look, she gonna like this Louis bag because it costs $3,000.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Woman not gonna look at that. Woman gonna use that $3,000 and buy you 12 different things with that $3,000.
Finally. Finally.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Oh man, be quiet over there, Quinn. Be quiet, Mike. I'm disappointed in you, Mike. But You see my dog.
I'm just being honest.
See my dog. I told him, Mike. I told him that men we give better gifts because we always want to impress them. You know what I'm saying? We wanna overkill it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we want her to smile today and tomorrow and all weekend. So we'll give her this.
In the beginning.
Okay, speak on it.
Yeah, we usually do that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we trying to woo her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we gonna get all the best stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as time go on, I done been with you 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? 6 years.
It's not supposed to go down.
I'm just going to buy the most expensive thing so I don't have a headache of trying to look for nothing.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of us do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Man,
understand that.
that ain't what I heard.
Oh shit.
What I heard is this: whenever we do that, where we be giving them that super expensive shit, that's not even really what they really wanted.
No.
It's not.
And then we still upset and stuff because they still get mad at us and shit. I'm like, hold on, didn't I just do this and do that? And then it's not really it's not about you spending money, quote unquote, but damn, it's confusing, ain't it? You're like, is it or is it not? Because
I could have done without this.
Hey, look, listen. Because every time you walk out the house and go somewhere, it seems like you're spending money. Am I lying? Am I not lying?
You're spending money.
It's like
Yeah.
if you
Live
spending some
nowadays.
type of money and you be like, if it's not about the money,
What?
I'm so
What
lost.
is it about?
Y'all really be fucking with us. I mean, I feel like y'all do it on purpose too.
No, if you like we were talking about, if you know your woman, it's not really a mystery. Like you have to pay attention. I think that's where men go wrong is they don't pay attention. They herd women according to past experiences. And what I want maybe like on the totally opposite end of the spectrum from what you've had. Like I was saying before, I'm not really into bags and shoes and stuff like that.
Right,
That's
right.
not gonna, I'll take it, but that's not what I'm gonna ask you for, and that's not what I'm gonna expect. I would rather you go out of your way to do something that's sentimental that I know you really thought about and took me into account to do. I threw out a vacation, like we were talking about a couple that maybe hadn't been together very long, 90 days or less, and I said a vacation. But what I didn't say was, I mean, maybe he could play the plane tickets and I could pay like dinner. The dinners or the activities or something like that. That's what I said.
Yeah.
90 days and vacation, though. Ain't that too early?
It's still too
She
early.
said it was too early.
Yeah. Let's
What
speak
you
on
got
That
that.
doesn't mean it has to be extravagant.
Let me re-ask the question. Let me re-ask the question.
Trip, you know what I mean?
Let me re-ask the question.
Hey, it's too early if I ain't getting none.
So
Am
check
I
this
right?
out, Mike.
That might be the bridge you
This is where we talking about.
Yeah.
You've been together for about a month.
Okay,
You still getting to know each other, Mike.
right.
You haven't even had sex, Mike.
Right.
All you had is a bunch of dinners and lunches, long conversations,
Okay.
and you'll keep coming back because you like each other.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's her birthday. What should you get her?
It's early
You've
now.
been-
It's early. It's early, Mike.
Yeah, well, if you've been paying attention to her and you're still trying to woo her, you know what I mean? You know her favorite color by now. You know what I mean? You
That's
know
what I'm
how
saying.
she likes to
Invest in my
dress. You
business.
know certain things that she may not want to do and what she does. You know what I mean? And if she's one of those like adventurous people, you I don't know, go dirt bike riding or something. You know what I mean?
I like
Or
that. It's creative.
If it's something that she likes food, go
Yeah.
find a restaurant that you've heard her speak of before. Like you do little things like that. You don't have to go buy a car.
It'd
After
be
a month-
better to hire a personal chef, or you guys find somewhere that you could cook a beautiful dinner together.
Right.
She would love that even
something
more.
simple. You know what I mean? Where it's more intimate than it is
Extravagant.
big party
Yeah.
and 30 people around, things like that.
Yeah. I got it. See, y'all not, hit the,
I was saying that.
y'all over there now
She
because
said that. I don't have freaking.
it's 3-1. It's 3-2 right now.
I said.
It's kind of like
it's 3-2 right now.
it's kind of like right. I didn't get engaged until we was 8 years, right?
She let you string her along for 8 years.
It wasn't no stringing along. Cause I mean, after that boy popped out, it wasn't no stringing along. It's gonna take you some time to get rid of me. You know what I mean?
All right.
And
Isn't Georgia a common law state?
Nope.
No, it's not.
no,
Mm-mm.
but Louisiana is.
Okay, 7 years.
Mhm.
So you were already married, whether you.
Basically.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I did was, she's a big Disney fan,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's a real big Disney fan. loves The Little Mermaid, and she loves Beauty and the Beast, right? So what I did was went out and got a ring, ordered a ring that was as closest to Belle's ring as possible,
Oh,
Right?
I like that.
and went to the aquarium and had them shut down a section of the aquarium, and that's where I proposed to her on her
That's
birthday.
What?
beautiful. Now that's because that
That's
was
thoughtful.
tailored just for her.
Yeah.
That's more or less what I was
Right.
saying. It was just for her.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure she
And we'll
adored
do
that.
things like that, you know what I mean? But we ain't about to do it in a month. No, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
A month is too soon, but I think 90 days is like that's like are we gonna do this or are we not, or
Right.
you know? But it's very rare, I think, that you find people in 90 days that have not been intimate. It happens,
When
but 90 days.
in 2021,
Maybe not, but
The same week.
I give it 90 hours.
Yeah, the same week.
In
That's
2021, with the way it is, 'cause I mean, it's
at
been
this
normalized.
day and age, we know what we want to do. It's
Right,
so-
we grown.
Right, so it's
we grown.
Same week, man.
He said same week.
Same week, same day, some
Depends
same
on-
hours.
It's all based
If
upon
If it's the
you
same
know what you
hours,
wanna
y'all
do.
need to not talk to each other no more. I'm just being real. If it's the
said
same,
exactly.
same like 24 hours, y'all don't need to talk to each other no more. That's me personally.
What do you mean? when
And
you
the
say
woman should never expect that man to like think of her in a certain way if y'all do it in like 24 hours. That's how I feel. It's rare. It's
Well,
rare.
that?
Yeah.
Because as a
it
man,
depends
in the
on-
back of his head, he gonna be like, damn, if I got this shit in 24 hours, who else?
Well, that brings us
Wow.
a little.
That's
a
real
little-
shit.
I mean, that's real,
Necessarily
but it
true,
but it
though.
brings, it kind of brings us back to a topic that we spoke on previously. You know what I mean? It's like because a woman knows if she's gonna have sex with you from the first time she see you anyway, and she kind of knows when she's gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? She kind of knows that.
Mike, you got some fans on the
Yeah.
chat.
So you mean to tell me? So you
Mike
mean
got
to tell
some
me,
fans.
Like if when you first you don't know.
Yes and no. I get where you're going with that, but okay, so and this is not necessarily me just speaking for myself or speaking for other women. This is based on just friends, conversations, myself, everything thrown into it. So you could meet somebody that initially you are not immediately attracted to, and then spend time with that person and learn to appreciate things that you value and that make you attracted to that person.
Right.
And you could again, you could not initially have that attraction and later develop that attraction. So that's not always true. I don't think on most or in most instances, but I think it can happen. It can, but it doesn't always happen. So you mean to tell me, as a man, you can look at a woman and say, okay, this is not to get anybody in trouble who has significant others, but like let's say the past. You could have in the past looked at a woman and been like, okay, categorize her. I would this, I would that, I'm attracted, I'm not, I'm just off the first initial. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, from time I do something to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because, like, I mean, we're human. So a sexual attraction will always hit when you see somebody before anything else. You're not thinking what they doing in the stars and the moons and how they living at home and all of this extra shit. You know what I mean? If from initial contact and they come up to you, speak to you or whatever, you a woman already know that they gonna give this guy the time of day from the first 3 sentences that comes out of his mouth.
So Tiara says women know, but it's going to take a minute for her to get comfortable enough to go there. And I
Yeah, that's
do not
exactly
agree.
that's what he means.
Okay.
It-
I like that,
That's like
Tiara.
Ashley
Yeah.
said.
Valentine.
I think when
Yeah,
people
it-
when women hear us say that, they think that we thinking that like
Oh, as soon as I see him, I want to hit this name right now.
yeah, that's not what we
Nah,
saying.
that's not what we saying.
That's,
not what I'm
that's
saying.
definitely not what we
You know what I
saying.
mean? Because y'all know I'm gun ho about women hold all the cards
Yeah.
in anything. You know what I mean? Because any other way it becomes forceful. That's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But women hold all the cards. If a woman want to make you, if she know from the jump, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make him wait 6 months.
Wow.
You're not gonna get it until them 6 months is over. You know what I'm saying?
Not unless
Because
you
she
do something
already
crazy.
Yeah, you gotta do
Crazy.
something really,
Man, you
like,
do something
gotta,
right.
You gotta literally
She'll be like, oh,
make
you
them
know what?
melt off.
She gonna be
Literally,
like, I
you
like
make your
him.
drawers literally melt off like.
I want him.
him.
You know?
Any other thing, women hold all the cards.
Yeah. But that don't make it right though. That don't make it
I
right.
ain't say it
Mike.
made it right.
That don't make it right though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back on
But if
top.
we
Let's
want
get back
a
on
woman,
top.
you know
Okay.
We're gonna go 10-4 behind her.
Okay, so if am I a bad boyfriend if I'm not willing to drop the bag every time you ask for the bag? Am I a bad boyfriend if you holler off, I want that Birkin bag, man, I like them red bottoms, or I want to go to Bali. If we don't quickly open the bag, are we a bad boyfriend, bad husband?
If she got a little side piece that's already ready, yeah, we bad.
Rashad, wait a minute. Rashad,
No, it's not even the
There
fact
are
that she got a
so
side
many
piece.
factors
I mean,
No, it's not
you know,
that.
Are you
so
even
ambiguous.
living like that? Like, do you even have it like that to do that?
Right. It depends
You know
on
what I mean? Do she like you for that?
the relationship. Right.
I would agree.
I'm gonna
with
tell you what's
that.
gonna happen. See, what's gonna happen is she gonna drop them hints. I want to go on vacation. I bet it would be nice at this time of year. And she gonna say, "Oh man, look at that commercial, them red bottoms." She gonna drop them hints, but when it don't show up, Mike, when it don't show up, that's when it's a problem, bro. You a bad boyfriend.
I hate when they.
With some women, but some
With
women
some.
don't really give a shit. They're like, okay, yeah, I like them red bottoms. They nice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You may not be able to afford as that person, whoever you are. Nobody knows what you do, and nobody really knows your financial situation. So no, you may not be able to go spend that 6-7 bands on them shoes, but you can spend 600-700. It might not have that red bottom at the bottom, but I mean, it was the thought that counted.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Some
Right.
women don't really give a shit about that. But you have some that, oh, this ain't red bottom. What is this? I don't want this. But then that means that's a red flag. You need to run your ass in the
Yeah,
opposite
Mike, that
direction.
was my
if
next
you see
question,
that.
Mike. Well, can you trust the female that you're getting to know that seems like every time you turn around she's asking for something? Can you trust her? You just met her. You've been together like 2 or 3 months, and she constantly asking. Can you trust her?
No, that's red flags.
Yeah, as super red flags. My woman should be needy of love and affection. You know what I mean? My kids are needy of things.
I like that.
My woman should be needy of love and affection. So whatever
KV.
I can get, I'm gonna get it for her. You know what I'm saying? Without her even asking.
Yeah.
I agree with that. What Kay just said.
What did Kay just say?
Kay says, if you being cheap for no reason, you are bad.
Wow.
If you
Yeah,
got
if
it,
you
why
got it-
can't I have it? I can understand if you don't have the means, but if you do, give me some. I
if
like
you
that.
got it-
I like that shit.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, if you got it,
We're talking about if you have it. If you have it and you just
Yeah.
stingy as hell,
yeah, now that's a problem.
like
Come
keep
on,
it
man.
moving.
That's a problem.
You know what I mean?
Mike,
I
listen.
don't think you
What she's saying? Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
if
Go
you
ahead.
have
Go ahead, Gwen.
I
He
still
said,
don't
there you
think
go.
they obligated to, to
Oh, shit.
spend it. Like, regardless if they have it. I mean, if you approach me with that whole money phase, then yes, I'm a want you to like
I'm
Do
gonna
keep
things
up
for
with
me.
that.
I
But
want you.
if we're vibing without like the whole topic of money and all that type of stuff, then
Oh
cool.
shit! Oh shit!
Boom.
But no, I don't think you necessarily have to.
So let's
Just
clarify.
because you have money, to just give it to me. Like, no.
Okay, I see
Yes,
what
yes.
she's saying.
Before you say that, listen. Remember, women don't want a yes man, right? You don't want a yes man. That every time you turn
No.
around, I'm trying to fix everything.
No,
You don't want a yes man.
You definitely do.
So,
No,
I mean,
you
so
terrible.
I mean, do you want me to give you every time you open your mouth, or do I need to,
No, I don't want to have to open my mouth. I think that you should know me
I
well
like
enough
that. I like
to
that.
know what I like.
All right,
So
I agree
don't
with
have
that.
to open
I
my
agree with
mouth.
that. I agree with that. But
I'm
you
not
still
gonna
can't be a
ask
yes
you for
man.
it, but like, come on now. If you got it like that, I should never have to ask you for that. If you're in tune with me, I'm in tune with you. I'm not talking about quote unquote what they call gold diggers. We're talking about like quid pro quo, a mano y mano type of relationship. You give me, I give you. It doesn't have to be financial. I'm talking about just quid pro quo. We're giving this, you're giving that. I'm giving this, I'm taking that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, because that's a totally different dynamic. I'm talking about if we are in a relationship,
Right.
whether it be, however minuscule it is, whether we're married, whether there's so many factors that go into that. I think that if you have it, then it shouldn't be an issue for you to do for your significant. And this is not just for men. This is for women too, because a lot of women these days have more than their men have.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you're in a position, you can't get anything when your hands like this. You can't. Nothing can go out. Nothing can come in.
Right.
So you shouldn't be like that.
like
you can't
that.
take it
I
with
like
you.
that.
You can't. You can't. So just be, you know.
This day and age.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days. We got a lot of independent women.
You
that,
do.
You know
We're
what I
not
mean? That
discounting
just
that,
wants
guys.
your-
We're talking about both
that
sides.
loves your company. You know what I mean?
Correct.
She just don't want no bullshit. Okay, well,
There you go.
She out there grinding,
There
and
you
the
go.
whole time you sitting at that mama playing Madden all day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you at least trying, okay, my man on his ass right now, so you know what? I'm the breadwinner. As long as you're doing something to help yourself, she's gonna help you tremendously.
Right.
We got
You know
some
what I
good
mean?
comments, y'all.
Read those comments for us, Jesse.
Good ones.
Okay, so
Star with shine.
from Mia. Mia says it depends on what our relationship is like. If our relationship is strictly financial and sexual exchanges, then yes, I'll get upset. But if we're building or bonding, then no, I would not be mad.
Okay.
Then let's go down to Tiara. Tiara says, for me, if I really like you, I'm not asking you for anything. But if I don't like you and you're trying to win me over with gifts, then laugh out loud, it is what it is. Lee says, lap dogs need not apply. We want a man with a bit of a bite back. I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like
That's
that.
what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
want lap dogs.
Who
And
said
of
that?
course-
Leah said that? That's what I'm saying.
Of course, Kay is like, she is all for it. She's like, spin that ish. Spin it.
Wow.
I
That's
like
crazy.
it. Douglas.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Mike. I don't know. I mean,
You're like, ooh, that was a good one too.
I don't know, Mike. It is what it is, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, a man gonna do whatever it is that he needs to do for a woman that he wants.
Yeah.
That's
You're
right.
right. You're right.
Straight like
That's facts.
that.
That's
That's
facts.
right.
Straight like that.
That's facts.
If he
Straight up.
if he like her, love her, lust her, whatever it is, that much,
He's
homie
use
gonna break the
all his
bank.
resources.
Yeah.
Homie
Yes.
going. If he gotta go hustle on the block,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
make it happen.
Anything
Yeah,
that
he's
he
gonna make it
gotta
happen.
do, he gonna go do whatever it is possible.
That sounds
To
so.
make her
You
happy.
know what? You know why this sounds so crazy to me? You know what it sounds like though.
What?
It just sounds like you just living for her, and that sounds
Well,
horrible.
Damn.
It seemed
Boy,
like
that
it
boy
seemed
go
like
deep.
it seemed like this dude ain't got no type of life,
Yeah.
bro. That only thing in his world is
Well-
her, and that's sad. And if that's the type of man that she needs, which is crazy, that's just like her little toy or something at this point, or I don't know. It just don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with me how these women expect you to be about them
Get out of
all
it,
the
Rashard.
time, bro. I don't like that, bro.
Get out of it.
That's not even fair. Like I'm not like that with you.
No.
No.
Right? The
No.
man is the
No.
backbone. The woman is his rib.
But see, I got a
Right.
woman who she not like that though.
right?
She
pure
understand,
independence.
but she understand like what I'm doing and how I came in and what we doing. Like I just sit at a clothing line. We coach football, bro. We do a million things.
lot of
We work
shit.
regular jobs too, and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
It's
It
all
just
based
seems.
upon the approach. So yes,
Yeah,
of
I
course.
agree with
So
that.
if she know your history and she know like y'all both are grinding, yeah, of course. I wouldn't expect, you to go
Extravagant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you coming to me with money, yeah. Keep up that.
How they expect somebody to maintain if they not gonna keep on working? See, you gotta wait till the man
Wow.
gets into the investment stage of his life.
But
But you gotta understand that's where he has to get. He has to get to the investment stage to where he can really give you a lot more time. But if you
but he
gonna
gotta
take
also want the shit.
yeah,
The
that too.
man's
But he
got
gotta
the
be
money, he
smart
doesn't
enough
have
to
the
know.
time.
He gotta be smart enough
He's
to
got
know
the
that.
time. He ain't got no money.
Yeah, he gotta
That's
be
just the way
smart
it
enough to know that's what he need to get to.
Time is a dangerous thing.
All right. Well, let's keep this going.
Exactly what you said.
Let's keep this going. I wanna bring in something else.
It is, but they ain't got no brains to me. They not smart enough to understand really how life really works.
Right.
Yeah, I want to bring in
You know what
something
I'm
else.
saying?
I'm curious to what you ladies gonna say about this. All right, and what you guys gonna say about it. I'm curious. So this is the new topic. Should a female accept gifts if she has a boyfriend from another man. If you got a boyfriend and another man try to give you gifts, can you accept them gifts?
Man, it all.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Accept that shit.
Listen. If you take them gifts, you cheating.
Right. Yeah.
You cheating.
Basically.
You cheating, Mike. If she's got a man, she's in a relationship, and another man tries to give her gifts, she cheating.
If it gets to the point of gifts, then yeah,
You've been talking to him already.
She been cheating, so I mean,
You know what I
why
mean?
not accept it?
It's men out there that really
But
are
then you have
very
some-
giving.
There is, and
They
that's
really,
what I
really
was about
like,
to say.
and they really into the female, and this girl really just blew his mind. There's dudes out there who are willing to just buy you something, or like they out there.
Okay,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I
And
agree
they
with
ain't
that. I agree
touched
with
your,
that.
they ain't
But
touched
she
your
don't have
woman.
to take them. She don't have to take
She
them.
don't have
though.
to, but me and her.
But how
like,
did they get to that point? It's so much to like. How did they get to that point?
They can get to that point in the same week.
No,
It can happen.
Like no.
I promise you, I done seen some mouthpiece on some women.
Well,
That's cold.
yeah, they cold.
They
There's
cold.
a-
Am I not?
hey,
I'm not
I got a
capping.
cousin that will break a nigga.
Listen,
I'm talking about 2
it
days.
can happen.
Like, I'm talking. I've
Work,
watched.
work, work, work,
Hey.
work, work.
Watch.
Work.
Break a nigga down in 2 days. literally.
Fine, and got the mouthpiece. Oof, it messed the
And-
wrong
and
man
I
up.
used to, like, when I was a kid and I used to watch her, and I'm like, how the fuck is she doing that? You know what I mean? Like,
Without giving it, not even have
without
to,
even giving them
not nothing. They have to touch.
Conversation. And the
If I know
shit
my girl that cold and this dude's out there that gullible, we pimping together. We finna pimp this.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
jump
what
on
we
you.
finna do.
People do that.
Yeah,
A
we
lot of
doing
people
that.
do that.
Especially at the
Hey,
bar.
yeah, we
yes.
pimping them out. Because
Question-
if he
question
that,
is on
we
you.
let's go.
Question on you. You already got a boyfriend. You already got a man. Another man's trying to give you gifts. He's trying to shower you with gifts. Are you going to take them, Yezi?
So it depends on the gift. It depends on how long I've been in the relationship and what the relationship means to me. It depends on what I've laid forth for the person showering me with the gifts and the expectation that they have in return. So
He just
there's
dropped
I've
off.
always been and will always be a gray area person.
He just
I don't
dropped a
believe in black and
package.
white. I don't believe in right and wrong. I believe that there's always these fine lines that you can bob and weave in between.
He just dropped a package of teddies on your doorstep.
Yeah, I like
Package
what
of
I like what you're
lingerie.
saying because
He just dropped a box of
when he
lingerie
shower
on
you
your
with gifts,
doorstep.
when he shower you with them gifts, it's some strings attached.
It can be.
Depending on
It's
the,
gonna be.
depending on the
It's
gift,
gonna be.
It's something
depending on the
with it.
gift.
What you say, Gwen? Are you going to take that gift?
Yes.
No, it depends. It depends on like
Why he got the address though with the dropping
my
the shit off?
relationship.
That's what I was wanting to say. I was gonna say, whoa,
shit, I forgot
shit!
about
How this nigga got your address?
Richard, that's good.
Oh my god!
That's good.
Hey, now that's too much. Like
I mean,
that's
even
where
at
I'm
the
gonna be
job.
like, oh okay, yeah. You know, why is random niggas sending shit to the crib? Like,
You know what I mean?
yo,
Because
Like-
watch this. You have some cats that's like just old as shit, and they may show up with like an engraved ink pen. You know what I mean? She may work at an office or some shit, and he just show up with a fucking engraved ink pen and just hand it
Mr.
to her.
Intricate. You can tell. You can tell that he gives nice gifts. He just said engraved. He done did this shit before. I done did this before.
No, I never did it. I'm just saying. I'm just making examples.
My guy.
I'm just making examples. No, that's just the thoughtfulness of me. But I'm just saying. You know what I mean? She may work at an office. Bam. She pushing the pen all day. She come with some shit. Her name on that line. That don't mean he trying to get. He trying to get
You're
some.
gonna have a special
It
quote
might
like
just be
write your
up
wildest
update.
dreams.
You know what I mean? He might just be one of her great customers.
You put special quotes on yours, don't you? When you give them to him, don't you? I know
Mike
you
Lee.
do.
Mike Lee. Mike Lee.
I don't even say.
Mike Lee. Let's just say it's your situation. It's your situation. All of a sudden, your girl took some gifts. What's gonna happen? She cheating?
It
or
depends
what?
on the type of gifts. It's the
I
type
don't
of
know where you
gifts.
got it from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the type of gift.
Because
I
you
wanna
listen,
let you
Mike. You know these things are not free. They got strings attached. She
Why?
giving up some
Why you
conversation.
giving that
She
gift?
giving up some conversation. She texting back. She talking. Them gifts. She did something for them gifts. Maybe she didn't have no sex, but she texting. She talking. She doing
Like,
something.
like, oh,
She hate that word, sex. when it comes to
Mike, what you gonna do,
Giving.
man?
Her
Gifts.
boss had this motherfucking fluorescent fucking flip knife,
Yeah.
right? Cut a motherfucker. And he bought her that for her birthday because she said she liked the knife, right? Not boss.
why she telling him what he like, what she like? It's too personal.
Shard is a beast.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you that. No. Cause I'm gonna tell you this. I'm like
Playing
for
devil's
real.
advocate.
No, I do play devil advocate because like I ain't gonna lie. This is what my girl said. She said they was in a classroom, right?
Yeah.
And then it was stressful. And then a boss asked, "Hey, what's personally going on?" And my girl say, "Nah, we're not that cool."
Okay.
At the job. You see what I'm
that's
saying?
how you supposed to check
That's
that
how.
situation.
That's
a
what I'm
different
saying.
story.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
okay.
why
Wow.
the fuck? See, bro, bro. Yeah. I see. There's certain girls that should know better.
Shut it down. You're saying
Yeah,
just shut
yeah,
it down.
They
before
should
it
shut
can
that
go.
shit down ASAP. Rocky, we at work. I don't want to hear that.
Conversations. I shouldn't be talking to you about my personal shit.
Yeah.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
thought it was
saying?
gonna be easier here. Y'all
Like
think
it's
it's
Like
gonna
if
be
I
easier.
got somebody working for me, you're like, I don't want to know about your personal shit.
Yeah.
That ain't my.
That ain't got nothing to do with me because if I know about your personal stuff, when
What
you have
you
an
gonna do?
attitude, when
You gonna come
home,
to me and
you're gonna
start-
be like,
I don't want the
you know, I
business.
got this going on. I don't give a shit. We in this business.
Because
KV, come on, KV. I thought
That
you was
bit-
on our side.
Hey,
ain't
we ain't talk
married.
like
They
that.
start-
KV said if you not married, I'm single, so therefore I'm taking the gift. So if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, she taking the gift.
What happened to if you doing married stuff? Then you know you basically need to
You're not
abide by
married,
the rules,
You're
even
not
if you're
married,
not
though.
married. But we doing married stuff because women
we
always
talked
use
about
that. They use that excuse all the time.
We
right?
talked about that. We
You
talked
want
about
this
that.
don't
done?
think-
You like we getting married? I'm like,
because
If you're boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't care even if you're long-term boyfriend and girlfriend, you're not married.
according
Wait,
to the
we
Lord,
getting into another area. Hold
Hey,
up. We
hey,
get, so
hey,
there's no respect.
That's real.
There's
That's real.
There's no respect if you're just
there's
boyfriend,
respect, but there's still a very fine line between a married couple and a long-term committed couple and a couple that's just dating.
Hey,
you're
that's-
not
hey,
married. You're not
once
held
that-
to the
once that-
same
once that-
biblical or standards.
Once that preacher hit that, if he hasn't hit that, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Technically, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Because in God's eyes, at the end of the day, the government ain't judging you. The motherfuckers who signed that little piece of paper, they not judging you. It's when you leave here, is that man judging you at the end of the day.
Right.
So are you married in my eyes or are you married in their eyes? I don't give a damn what their laws say. When you get up here, it's my laws.
Right.
yeah, but then obey the law of the land. I don't get it.
Yeah, we
That's
obey
a-
the law of the land, but what trumps the law of the land is the law of God. If it ain't the word of God, it technically it ain't bond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't bond if it ain't the word of God.
There's so many ways you can
Hey, y'all got me
play
sounding like
with
my daddy
that.
over
Like
here.
that's
I'ma
a
stop.
fire subject. It is a fire subject because there's so many things in 2021 that people are engaging in and allowing, some not allowing, that surround marriage and relationships and boyfriends, girlfriends, extras, poly, all this stuff. So that's like a fire subject,
Right.
depending on the person that you talk to and their background and how they grew up.
Exactly. And even if it's not how they grew up, it's how they moving now. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
I like that.
Because you have some women, as soon as you say you're with somebody, whether it may be married, with them for 20, 30 years and not married, you know what I mean? Whatever. Some women may still deal with you, just like with a man. He may still deal with you depending on the circumstances. Right?
Yeah. Right.
When back in the 60s, they didn't have those same values. Now, if you were with somebody, I can't fool with you. But in 2021, if it's a mutual attraction or whatever, what have you, you know what I mean? That other person don't give a damn who you got at home.
It's complicated when it comes to
It's-
relationships.
Exactly. Then they go to hitting that thing of it's complicated and I'm not worrying about that. You know what I mean? And you got some women that will keep more secrets than a man because we usually tell on our fucking self.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And a woman will never bring it up. You would never hear from a woman. A woman can have you in her house 20 fucking hours out of 24 days. 24 hours. Right? 20 hours out of the day. And you will never know that a nigga been in the house.
That's what's so scary about them.
Because she ain't about to tell you.
Get in their ass,
she ain't
man.
about to tell
Hey.
Shawty
Get in their ass.
She ain't. There's probably one person
Sneaky
that
as shit.
She might tell her
Man,
best friend.
real
but
ruthless.
it depends on the relationship of that best friend. Because if that best friend is one of those that like to judge, she ain't telling her shit either. The only one that's gonna know is her and going.
We got a comment. Yo, Mike for president 2024.
He ain't capping about that.
Serious, like,
He
they-
not capping about
You're not
that.
capping for real.
Oh,
Y'all,
not
hey,
at all.
Hey, just listen. Let's talk to these females over here, man. Say why y'all so sneaky, man? Why y'all hold stuff? and
Because
take it
they
to the
always
grave?
because they push it on us
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah,
So
we-
when they
'cause-
going out, they start acting like us or
Yeah.
whatnot, doing what they say that we do.
Yeah.
They can't reveal that they done that. Cause they point that finger too much at us. They point
Yeah.
it too much
Speak
at
on
us.
that, y'all. Speak
They
on that.
point at it too.
Speak
too
on that.
much.
You
You know,
ain't do
women's
nothing
favorite
like-
thing, you can't take
I mean, y'all
what you
sneaky
dish out.
now. Y'all hold something. Y'all hold someone in y'all tongue forever.
We can. I think that when it comes to being sneaky, when you're in a relationship and there's sneakiness that creeps up, it usually was initiated on you first. And so you feel some kind of personal overwhelming need to have a vendetta and get back, but it feels so much better when you're sneakily doing it than when you just lay it out. Than when you're laying it out. So usually I would venture to say like 90% of the time it's not initiated by us. It's during the relationship something was done to violate the trust and it causes us to step back and then move a little different and be sneaky.
Right. I'll take that because you just first we do fuck up first.
Yeah,
Typically.
exactly.
Who,
And
we?
I mean,
Typically.
men are the worst with this
Yeah,
shit.
sometimes-
And I'm not gonna lie
yeah, we
because
do fuck
we
up
fuck up. We fuck up a lot.
First. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? We really fuck up a lot. Like some of us, we look at a fat ass and some titties, and we like,
Yeah.
knowing damn
Hey,
well
hey.
we got a ring on our finger. We like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Uh-huh.
And then some of us just like,
To say.
damn, my girl gonna murder my ass.
Right.
Fuck it, I'm going
Thank
in.
you.
It's
We
worth it.
appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have something
For
you wanna
women, it's
say?
a little different. They look at it from a different standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
They're not
yeah,
looking at
definitely,
it
Mike.
like, okay, my man gonna bust my ass.
Okay, are you
They
Definitely.
looking at it like, he might take your
Why
punch.
don't you go ahead and say something?
Yeah.
Or I'm just having fun at that time.
All right, I agree with that.
Okay,
man.
well,
Gwen, what you got to say over there, Gwen?
Keep watching us. Thank you.
I agree with
Bye-bye.
Kay. Y'all men are sloppy.
Wow, that's how you gonna say it though?
Yes.
Kind of.
Jeez.
Yes. We definitely are sneaky when we need to be.
Explain it though.
Like, we don't like to hurt y'all feelings in return, so we're going to sneak about it. We ain't going to be so bold with it. So, I don't know how to say it. Because then we just giving up our women.
It's straight
Tell
up
all the
TV. You
secrets.
got
Straight
to.
up, you gotta say it.
I break that shit down for you.
We be being straight up all the time.
Yeah.
See, y'all still don't like being
See,
straight
see,
up.
see,
Why you
that's
looking at
the
me
point.
like
I
that,
See what I'm
man?
saying? Y'all being sneaky right now.
I'm not being sneaky.
She
know
don't
I
want to
say
give us
all
a.
The
give
game is
us-
to be sold, not told.
I don't know.
All right.
Pass
So
on that
I think we're gonna jump into some quick fast. We're gonna jump into some quick
man.
fast.
The quick fast. That first question.
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
that's
So
one
go-
of the quick fast questions. One she didn't answer.
Right, go in. I'm gonna put the camera on you. So you about to be in the quick fast, and what that is you're gonna have very quick. You have to answer these questions that Rashard B is gonna ask you. Okay, and this straight up TV, so you got to be honest.
I ain't gonna.
My
read.
reaction is kind of slow right now. I'm drunk. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Straight Up TV presents Quick Fast. And remember to keep it straight up.
All right. So you gonna win $1 million, okay? But you gotta survive either against Jason Voorhees or a zombie apocalypse. What you think you gonna survive in? Dang, she's like, I don't know. I ain't. This ain't made
Jason
for me.
or zombies?
Jason
Which one
or
you know
zombies?
you would survive it?
I don't know.
Dang, she
Them
dead.
zombies gonna eat
She
you.
ain't gonna get no.
Zombies.
She ain't gonna win $1 million. Okay, Christmas Day or your B
I
Day.
don't know that stuff. Christmas.
Okay. And what decade would you rather be an adult in? The 70s or the 80s?
I'm gonna say the 80s.
The 80s. Why?
It was more I guess like dissect it, and then let me see. I guess because it was more upcoming, like more everybody could get along.
All you had to say was Michael Jackson.
No, not Michael Jackson, because
You didn't like Michael's like that?
I do, but it was just definitely, more of a becoming more of a vibe for blacks.
Okay. All right. So, what's the favorite thing you would like to do in the bed with an individual?
Anal.
Damn. You hear that? Did your glasses
Hey, can we get that? Can we get that motherfucking kettle one back in there?
I ain't even drinking.
Another one.
Another one. Alright.
She's been texting with Yessie like outside of this.
Yeah. Something going. Okay. Well, okay.
You gotta say me. I didn't say it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Keep it going, Shark.
Biggest crush growing up, and you better not say R. Kelly.
Celebrity crush.
Famous wise.
Yeah, famous wise. Famous wise. You can't say R. Kelly if you say she can say R. Kelly. She from Chicago.
Yeah.
But I ain't never have a crush. I never liked it celebrities until I got older.
Oh,
So,
well, that's her answer. How do you know Yezzy?
She was my neighbor.
She was. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What TV show or movie do you wish you could be in real life?
I'm gonna have to say, how about Insecure?
Insecure.
Yeah.
You wish that was your real life.
It's so lit. I mean, it's the real
heard that.
life. So
I heard that.
Okay. What would you rather deal with in a relationship? Halitosis or a bad body odor?
Oh.
You got to deal with.
I don't really like kissing, so I deal with the breath because I don't really like kissing anyway.
But what if you gotta?
Man, listen. I don't know.
I ain't gotta be that close to you.
But get what? You know, halitosis can fume a whole car. So in the car, you gonna be like, you can't say nothing. You understand how bad halitosis is?
I mean,
halitosis, you can smell
body
that burn
odor
over
is
here.
still the same. I mean, what you gonna do with the body odor then? You ain't gonna be able to enjoy any type of oral or any other type of stuff.
What was the question, Rashawn?
If you had to deal with something in a relationship, would it be halitosis or bad body odor?
Oh, halitosis or bad body odor.
It's hard.
I mean, you can throw his ass in the shower every time you want to touch him. I mean,
but that body odor sticking as well, right? Don't it stick? So I mean, there's no win for losing.
Yeah, basically. But you can just say, you know what, baby, we ain't doing nothing unless we in the shower.
Yeah. Because you can't have bad body odor if y'all in the bathtub. You really can't. After they took a shower, you can't.
But then what if a motherfucker get on the knees and be like, will you marry me? Then that bitch come over there. And hearing that motherfucker.
And then,
I'm not married.
Man, that H come out real hard.
I didn't deal with it. I was in a relationship with somebody who had halitosis.
A woman?
shit.
Man, I'm
How
talking
did you
about.
handle that? What did you
It
say?
was the worst thing in the world. When I say she had,
Did a stretch on that
man,
toe.
I'm talking about her body. She had the IG model body, face, everything.
No.
That's why I be telling people, I'm like, bro, like people don't be understanding. Like you be doing all this for these girls on the internet and don't even really know how she really smell, bro. Like that's important.
When you say smell, are you talking about onion armpits, onion legs? You
Onion
talking about like
armpit.
woman
Say that
legs?
as well. Because with my baby daddy, he cheated on me and he was talking to this IG model, whatever case may be. And then I started getting into it with her. He was like, tell her breath stink. Tell her breath stink. So basically, I'm like, you was talking to a girl who breath stink? And he was like, I ain't know. I was like,
See?
yeah.
He did all that cheating and didn't even want to even stay with her.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
So let me ask y'all a question, y'all men a question.
It was the worst thing
Okay.
in the world.
Since we're talking about body odor, right?
Yeah.
When I'm in a women's restroom,
It stinks.
this is so judgmental, right? But if depending on how you look when you came out that stall, I'll let you walk right past me, let the other person behind me go to that restroom before I go to the restroom that you just came out of. Because in my mind, I'm like, ooh, might not be a good situation. So
You don't
when
want
it
them thinking
comes
it's you.
Huh?
You don't want them thinking it's you.
I don't want them thinking it's me. I don't want to smell her. I don't want the person after her and her be like, oh, that was her. No. No. So like, because every woman has their own
Why don't you
unique
just
smell.
Peek in there.
I don't even want to do
If
that.
it's pee,
Because
I want
I've
to see. I'm
smelled
gonna go to the
something.
next stop.
Not even just the
regardless.
pee,
Like,
like the smells that
APO.
emulate from between people's legs that
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
smelt
yeah, yeah.
in public restrooms
Yeah.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, like, disgusting. And as men, I think you've encountered it at least one time in your whole look at my your ones in your life
Yeah.
that you were like, I said twice.
Twice.
Twice. What do you do in that situation? If that's somebody you care about, how do you say something to
The
somebody?
hair goes out the window.
The care is gone.
Yeah.
So you would never tell them.
You
like,
wouldn't tell. No, that's
You
what he's
stink.
saying. You would
I'm
say
telling
like
you
that?
that. Man, you stink. No.
It's no nice way to say it.
It's-
Like,
it's
How do you
not.
say that?
The word
Hey,
stink
how do
is
you say
gruesome.
that?
This
Hey.
word stink is harsh.
Cause you remember
Dog.
like Ray J had always said like Kim Kardashian he had that smell, but as soon as he told
I
her,
never
she
heard
went
that.
to the she went to the doctor and
Kim K?
yes.
Wow,
He
I
said-
never heard that.
You know how men is so like women probably don't want to say it. You know how men always giving women BV, and
They do.
So yes, so that's probably was like what some she had because he said as soon as she went to the doctor, she smelled good.
That's what it is. It's, if it, there's so many different things.
Off or something like that.
There's so many, like if you smell like this, and we've all smelt it, this oniony, strong smell, then she need to wash her ass a little bit more, wash her armpits a little bit more, right? Or the crevices of between your legs.
Shit. The
Pull
crevices.
them booty cheeks apart and really get in there with a wash rag, not a poof or a loofah or a sponge. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you smell a fishy smell, then it's probably BV. And BV, just so we can correct it for anybody who is not familiar, we're all grown as hell here. So BV is like a yeast infection on steroids. It is when you want to drag your ass across the floor like a dog because you itch so bad and because
man,
but
that
it's
sounds
I'm
awful.
sorry, it's a little too descriptive, but I'm being honest with you guys. For men out here who are not familiar with it, it's men who carry it to us women because men don't get any symptoms whatsoever. And when you have unprotected sex with women, you give it to us. Like if you're doing it with 2-3 different women, we all have different chemistries. So you could not get it from her, but come and give it to me because my body's super uber sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not even a STD. It's just like I said, a yeast infection on steroids, and it makes you smell.
And it's not necessarily
Oof.
that because I was also told like if they coming in you as well.
Depends on your chemistry, the pH.
No, it's basically we can't handle that. Like only when we fertile, like it's our our body part is like strong enough to.
People say it's a
When they
self-cleaning
ovulate,
organ,
when they
but you
ovulate.
need to help it cleanse as a woman.
I'm no doctor, right? I'm no doctor. I know I'm for real. I'm no doctor, but the way I was taught.
You're being so PC about this.
In my college days. You know what I mean? By cats who were older than me that I hung with. You know what I mean? They used to be like, especially this one. He used to think he was like a little pimp or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to always say, "Man, Colin, I'm telling you, it
Oh
can be
my
two
God.
women. You can go mess with two different people. But as soon as one of y'all step out of that boundary of you dealing with those two, and one steps out of that boundary,
You
and
mess
that
it
one
up.
break, they mess the whole situation.
You mess the flow up.
Yeah.
You mess the vibe up.
Right? So each person can mess with at least two people, but I guarantee you, once one of them step out of that situation, now everybody's going to get
Everybody's
whatever
at risk.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait, but how the fuck is that possible? If I'm dealing with two women, right? Them two dealing with two dudes, but them two dudes dealing with two different women.
Got a whole experiment going on. But that's not always the case.
Right? Yeah, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But I got technical with it. He was like, "No, man, listen to me, motherfucker. This is what you right?" He was like, "Nah, but if you're dealing with two different women, right? You know, one is only strictly dealing with you. Right? She's only dealing with you, but then this other woman is dealing with you and another person, right?
Right.
As long as he's only dealing with her, you're good. As soon as he steps
believe that.
out and go messing with another woman,
Or one of them steps out.
and he brings it back to her, and once she bring it back to you, now you didn't.
You in a whole situation.
Exactly. You know
I'm
what I
telling
mean?
you, it's the truth.
And
though.
I'm
I
like,
believe that.
I'm like, for real.
Yeah.
So
hey,
I
hey,
grew up like really like believing that shit.
Yeah.
But it's real. That's so true. I believe in that and what you just said. And he's all the way right.
All right, we got a comment from Mia. Mia says, "That's why condoms are so important." So I mean, why are you not using a condom? So let me ask you the question. I'm like,
Some of these
everybody.
niggas can't fit the condom.
So when you get with someone, it's fresh. First week, 2 weeks, third week. Do you start off with condoms or you don't start off with condoms? Or when do you stop using condoms?
Okay, so I'm going to tell on myself, right?
Go with the man.
The way that I am, I have never used condoms with my husband, okay? But in the past, before I'm intimate with somebody, you're not touching me until you go to the doctor and you prove to me, you give me your results. I see your status. I see everything about you. In turn, I'm going to show you that same thing about me. You are not touching me. I am not touching you until we can swap statuses. Period. And most people don't want to do that because they don't want to put the investment in because they're screwing you and 5 other people, so they don't want to do that. But if you have somebody that you're going to regularly exchange with, then that's what you need to do. That's the only way you would raw dog.
Right.
Only way.
Gwen.
What about you?
Gwen, you just met this guy, Gwen, and y'all vibing. You ain't never had a vibe like this, Gwen. Y'all vibing so hard, you just sitting at home laughing because you know you about to go see him. You on your second week, everything's good. You on your third week, all of a sudden you find yourself in the bedroom with him. What's gonna happen, Gwen?
I can't say because I'm not going to say I'm going to enforce it. I'm not going to say. It be times I don't enforce condoms, so I can't say.
I was so honest.
Straight up.
I'm proud of you. That was honest. That was straight up.
That's real.
It's straight up.
Straight
What
up
about
TV, baby.
What about y'all?
I'm gonna strap up.
Every time?
I'm gonna strap up until I'm gonna strap up for a while, and then it's gonna be organic when it happens. But I'm gonna start off strapping up.
I'm fertile. I ain't got no choice.
Oh.
What?
Huh?
Oh, I'm strapping up for sure.
Yeah, we're strapping
So
up.
when you done strapping up, like what makes you feel like secure and what makes you feel like you're comfortable to do it in?
So usually we spend a little bit more time together, and I see how she brush her teeth and she take a shower. I see how long her shower is. Just normal stuff. Normal stuff I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it. Little stuff.
I like what she put in her body, like how she eats.
Yeah,
She eats good things.
Yeah.
She does good things. She's healthy.
When we go to Walmart or something, I see her buying them healthy products and those hygiene products, and I see her reading the label. I see she's into that. You know what I'm saying? And surely but surely, I start getting confidence, and next thing I know, it happens organically.
Yeah, it usually happens organically.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It just happens.
Now sometimes it can happen. You just ain't got one. You ain't got one, and you like, oh shit.
Man, but now you can use DoorDash, so ain't no excuse. You can DoorDash condoms now.
Oh what?
Yeah.
Are you
you
serious?
Yeah, they'll go to Dollar General
Yeah, they go
and
to-
you
they
can
go to
DoorDash.
regular
Magnum.
You
stores.
can
DoorDash condoms now.
Wow.
I don't want to hear nothing about no STDs
They
or
go to
babies.
stores. They go to regular
I didn't know
stores.
that.
Tiara,
You can click either food.
Tiara Valentine said, "I'm enforcing it every time." Come on,
Yes,
Tiara.
that's my best friend. She don't play.
Come on, Tiara.
I'm a
Tiara.
wild one. She ain't.
Good girl.
Well, look, listen.
So she ain't never had raw sex.
Come on,
Broom,
Tiara.
ta, broom, ta.
My best friend, she really don't play that.
She ain't never had raw sex.
I can't tell you her.
Answer
She
it.
don't play that.
Tiara, answer it. I
Tiara,
see
Tiara.
Answer in the comments.
Tiara has-
You never raw sex. What's wrong with you doing? You ain't never had sex then. She ain't never had sex.
She said I ain't got no kids, so
Oh,
Okay, so what that mean? Birth control.
no, she's not. She really like my best friend is very protective. Like
Yeah.
So
And
she
that's
ain't
good.
gonna,
You know what? You know
she ain't
what?
gonna say she
And-
had raw
and
sex.
when I see that as a guy, and she's like, when she stops me and says, "Oh, hey, bro, what you doing? Go get that thing." That's gonna make me even more want to be with her even more. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yeah, I
talk.
mean,
Right,
for
right,
sure,
yeah.
especially when you first getting to know them. I appreciate that. I'm like, okay, cool.
But you say you don't like condoms. You say,
I don't.
You say you be in there for like
Get
8
at him,
hours.
Gwen. Get at him.
So,
Yeah, but
Get out
I've
of
been
Gwen.
been with a girl for like 8,000 years, so same one.
Eight
so when you
hours.
started out,
8
you was in there for
hours.
8 hours.
No, that's an over exaggeration.
Oh.
But you do be in there for a long time.
You know,
You can be in there
3
forever
hours?
though.
like a solid 3.
hours?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
You got a condom on.
3 hours?
Solid 3.
Yeah, man. How you think?
Like a dog.
Look how
Yeah.
skinny we both
Like a
is.
3. Like a 3, like that. Yeah, but that metabolism is running. Yeah. High
Losing
school.
all that weight having sex. I ain't got no weight. Niggas is.
All right, y'all. Hey,
I had 2 more questions.
we have been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna get ready to get out here. The last thing we're gonna talk about is what we already talked about. This is a question to the fellas. I just want to see what they feel about it. So if you with a girl and your girl, the birthday's coming up, and she tells you, "I'm good, don't give me nothing," what do you do? If she tells you, "I'm good, I don't want nothing, I'm good," you know, she puts emphasis on it. "I'm good, I don't need nothing." Don't
Never,
worry about
ever,
it.
ever fall for that shit. You fall for that shit, man. She gonna look at you crazy for 2 months, 3 months.
But bro, she just told
could
you.
at
She
least
just
got me
told
a
you
card.
I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta give her something.
Flowers
Like,
or something.
you gotta give her something sentimental, at
Right,
least.
exactly.
And it ain't
Good
got,
job.
that means that they ain't got to be expensive. That's really what that means.
Right.
Okay,
When she
okay,
say don't
let's-
give me nothing,
well, let's break
you ain't
that
gotta
down.
give me nothing. You don't have to be
But
expensive.
Is this a
usually when
test?
a woman tells you that,
Is it a test?
right? She already know. Your ass ain't got it.
Yep.
I don't
Oh,
need it.
Man.
She gonna hit you
Oh,
with that.
So
You don't
she
want to
said
hurt
you
your
broke.
feelings or put you in a position to feel stressed.
Oh,
Right.
You're
man.
so
my
right.
God.
So she gonna hit you with that. You ain't gotta give me nothing. I don't want nothing.
But if I know
In
you
the back
got
of
it,
your head,
I'm going to
better
tell
be
you what
like,
I want.
Nigga, you lying.
Yeah.
Like you lying. And that little soldier in the back, them 2 motherfuckers, the one with the wings. He like, fuck it, don't get her nothing. He
Yeah.
like,
You better get her
You
something.
better get her something, bro.
at least a card.
Don't fall for that shit.
At least a card.
Yeah, yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I mean, shit, flowers, what? $20 at Walmart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like a big ass bouquet.
Yeah,
like some nice
Mike,
ones.
but why women? Why they test you like that? Just go ahead and say what
He
the hell
said
you
it.
want.
It's not
He
it's
said
not
it.
really a test. It's like she's been watching your ass for the past 30 days. She know you ain't got it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She know you don't have it to
Or
go
she knows you're
spend.
not very creative and
You know
won't
what I'm
invest
saying?
in
Exactly.
doing
So
something
she
nice
like, you
for
know,
her.
I don't want
And she
nothing.
doesn't want to set up for disappointment. That's usually what it
Exactly.
is.
So what I'm
Yeah.
looking for is I want you to get me something that
You can afford. Uh-huh.
B, that's going to be special to me.
Correct.
Even if it's not $1 million fucking dollars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You might have heard me say that, okay, I need a cover for my goddamn cell phone. That bitch $15, nigga, go get it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just little shit.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
She might like a certain candy. Fuck it. Go buy 5 packs of them certain candies. Stick some flowers in that motherfucker. Let them flow out. You heard me?
Yeah,
Stick
yeah,
that bitch in a little
That's all you
bouquet
gotta
with a
do.
little vase. You heard me? Make it a little special.
You can't lose
you just
like
spend
that.
$25. She already know you ain't got $2,500, but you got $25. So you gotta make that bitch work. And I don't sign
It's the
cards, so
effort.
you gotta at least
Yeah.
get a card. You know, strap
Yeah.
that bitch to it. Get 2 balloons.
All right,
It's the
Blow them
effort.
bitches up yourself. It don't matter.
all right. I lied. One more thing.
No, keep going.
This is
good.
for the females. All right. So, and I want y'all to look into these cameras and talk to these men, right?
Okay.
So, if I don't have the bag, should I wait until I get the bag before I try to jump in a good old relationship? Because if I can't afford
good.
you, or I ain't got nothing to be taking you out, I can't
That's
shower you with
good.
gifts. Should I wait until I get the bag before I jump into this relationship with you?
So for me, I don't think, and this is gonna sound,
Can I say one more thing?
yeah.
I'm struggling. I ain't got the bag. I ain't just got the bag. I ain't got myself. So do I need to wait until I get myself in order, or can I date somebody?
Ooh. Okay, I'm in my 40s, y'all. And so if a man does not have his shit together, you're not in a position to date a woman. You're just not. If you singly by yourself cannot afford your own lifestyle, if you not establish yourself enough to a point, I'm not going to say you don't deserve to date, but you're not in a position to date. And I don't think that you should make your potential mate or girlfriend or whoever it is that you're trying to vibe with compromise in that kind of way. Because you should be, at that point, you should be solely focused on what you're doing to elevate yourself. If you haven't elevated yourself to that level, especially as a man, which quote unquote is the provider in every circumstance and situation, you shouldn't be focused on dating. That's not what your hand should be doing most of what you need it to do. You just shouldn't be doing that. And so once you're in a position financially, mentally, emotionally to really invest in a woman and date, then I think that's the point that you should be dating at. And you should establish that early on, meaning if you have like whether it's, I'm not saying you shouldn't have sex, I'm not saying you shouldn't go out, but I'm saying genuinely, seriously pursue a woman. Don't waste her time if you are like blind leading blind. If you don't know your own direction, please don't drag me in your shit. If you're lost, I'm not following you. And that's where I think people go wrong. You cannot, you ladies, if you're 20, if you're 25, if you're 35, if you're 40, you cannot change a man. If he is who he is when you meet him, please don't be dumb enough to waste your time and think that you can change him. You cannot. It does not happen. It will never happen. Don't believe or invest in his potential. It is what it is. You are wasting your time.
All right. We're going to jump over to Gwen. It's on you, Gwen.
Okay, so I definitely have a total different mindset.
I like it. Let's hear it.
So I feel like some men, they need that motivation, and we are the ones to bring them that motivation. And some men like for you, like if you there when they're down, like and when they're up, they're going to treat you the best. So, why are you looking so odd at me? Because
is you crying over there?
No,
it sounds like
I'm trying to suck my teeth and my tongue.
No, but we have dealt with the lowest of the low. I mean, like you can motivate them, but eventually, if it's not improving, of course, like don't waste your time. But you can like if you tried and give them as much motivation as you possibly could, of course.
So you went back to your husband after you cheated, so. That's the type of answer you would expect, right? In reality, right? That you're forgiving.
I took my baby daddy back, yes.
You're forgiving.
Yes.
So that's the type of answer from a forgiving woman. You probably really not that much forgiver, right?
No, that's not true. So in my 20s, I was just silly. In my 30s, I was a people pleaser and a husband pleaser. And in my 40s, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In my 40s. So like and I'm sorry to be so blatant.
Not forgiving.
It's just
no, not as time, yes.
I've gone through every phase of the spectrum.
So you're not forgiving.
And so
if you don't give a fuck
in my 20s, I was really forgiving. I was sweet. I was not subservient, but I was, I was humble. I was all that other stuff. In my 30s, I dealt with some shit, but I still tried to be submissive to my husband at the time, and he just
so
I have no words for what he
the same individual
and
that you,
no, it's not. It's
okay.
my daughter's father that I'm referencing. Okay. We were like sliding doors. We were on opposite ends of the spectrum, and he did a lot of stuff that caused me to go this way. And it was very hard for me to pull it back. And I stayed for almost 8 years, and I just couldn't stay anymore because we were this way. We were fighting. It just, and I believed, and I say all that to say, when I first met him, I saw potential. He had a lot of potential. And I was in my 30s when I met him, early 30s. And I tried, I invested, I did all that I could, I supported, I did all that. So I've done everything from this side to this side, and I saw potential, but there's only so much you can do with potential. You know what I mean? If there's no drive for that person behind that potential, you can't do shit with that. I can't do nothing with that.
But sometimes y'all gotta watch when y'all got somebody with potential, right? You got to understand. You got to understand how he needs to be pushed up, or what he needs. Because sometimes a woman can come in and they kind of like that potential. You killing his potential. You killing his drive because of the personality of the woman that he's with.
You're right,
and that happens a lot.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because woman would want this.
I was very alpha female.
Yeah. See,
I was very alpha. It took me years to digress and let a man just be a man.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I've had to struggle. I've had to be mom, dad. I put myself in positions in my teens and my early 20s that I didn't have to be in. But I had to learn, to digress and let a man be a man and not be the man for him and not take over his role. And but it took me a long time to get there.
Father, you had a father growing up for the most
I
part?
didn't. My father was not around.
So
he died when my son
That's
was
the thing for like
a
women.
baby.
Yeah, when women do not have their father growing up, and
That's
then
what
when they
happens.
get into a relationship with a man, and
You
then the
take it
man
with
is
you.
being that
Take
do,
it
and
with
y'all
you.
got a relationship, and then y'all got kids and stuff like that, and then y'all not used to seeing a
You're not.
dad being a dad, and then
You're
you
not.
keep on telling them he can't do this and do that. Y'all be messing us up.
But I didn't tell. But the thing was, I never told him that he couldn't. I always encouraged. I always supported. I always bled into that. And finally, like the last 3 years, like my mind was gone 3 years before I left the door. And so I tried to I was bleeding inside because I gave so much of myself. And so
Mia is crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like finally I was like, yo, I can't do this anymore. I cannot. And I think that women are tricking themselves, and a lot of young women think it's, oh, I got the best pussy, oh, I got this, I'm flying, I'm this, I'm that, I got this, that nigga ain't going nowhere. Shit, he could go find a 300-pound woman that looks like a gorilla, that makes him feel good, makes him feel valued, and makes him feel respected, and he will leave your pretty ass dusted in the wind.
I ain't never doing that.
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? This is like an extreme example. This is an extreme.
Oh no,
No,
sorry.
this is extreme, y'all. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, it's not about any of that. Like, you cannot change the fundamentals of a man and his personality and who he is. You can't. You're like setting yourself up for failure. You can invest, you can build, you can encourage, you can do all those things. But if he doesn't have it innately in himself, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
You just are. You're wasting your time.
Shout out to Team USA.
Right. And the man gonna
Gold medals everywhere, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most
once
gold
that
medals.
Pride fucked up. He gonna go do whatever the fuck he do anyway.
Yeah.
That pride.
All
is
right,
his
all right. We're
biggest
gonna get
thing.
out of here. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 56 minutes. So
You might
listen,
as well go another vote.
if it's your first time tuning in, make sure you hit that subscribe
Hey,
button.
tell Mia and all them and Tiara, then tell everybody about us. If you enjoyed this, speak on
They
us.
did.
Speak on it.
Winnie
Subscribe.
Gwen, they supported
Show
her.
us some
Them
love.
Lucky girls.
Give us some hugs.
Some love. Y'all should have called in.
Yeah, why y'all didn't call in?
Because they crazy. They would have.
No, we need y'all to start calling in. We got the phone number for a reason, man. Y'all supposed to call in. Embarrass your friend. Call in. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.